I guess we'll find out right now.
We should be finding out in about a few seconds. Just doing a little...
So, how's everyone else been? Your weeks?
Yeah, been busy mostly. A few accidents in the family, but nothing that involves me, unfortunately. Luckily, lucky for me. But yeah.
Ooh, well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Father had an accident. Yeah, actually alive. Awesome. Let's not talk about my father's accidents.
Right,
because I'm one of them.
Oh, that kind of show.
Did we advertise, or did we say that we're going live here on Lawful Stupid?
I feel like I'm centered on my camera, but I'm not centered on the stream.
No, you're slightly to one side, so you're too far to your right.
Yeah, you're centered on your camera, but that's my mistake because I've adjusted the window as I have, so I can try and get that centered.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's better now.
Just leave it as it is.
Don't you dare and touch things on your end.
Okay, cool. Yes. Psycore wants you.
That's really convincing recruiting pitch, man. I like it.
No spec nowadays. A bit stretchy, but hey, good.
Yeah, that's there we go.
Right. So, Landas here, Landas here made a tweet post advertising the stream to JMS. So we're sweating here, thinking, oh my god, what if he sees this and he actually has free time to watch what the fuck we are doing?
Oh boy.
And to those who don't know, JMS is the creator of Babylon 5, aka everything we're doing in here is out of his mind. Well, by proxy at least. So if he shows up, I got a spot for you down there. You see that one? You can come there and you can be part of the show whenever you want.
We're actually going to be kicking Landas off his spot on Zoom.
Yeah, if you have too many people, Landas can shift off. Landas can shift off to make space so Wesley can walk out.
Nice.
There's only so many things you can put.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was actually going to shut myself because I just saw notifications on my Twitter and I go, nope, thank goodness it's not JMS. Because I probably would lose my shit there.
Yeah. Next thing we know, there is a guy called JMS in chat going, hey, hi. And we're all like,
uh-oh.
Awkward silence for the next 5 minutes, and then he's like, did the stream crash or something? Yes.
I think I think it's showing the Hyper RPG still.
You need to refresh the window.
No, we got to refresh. It shows up right now.
Twitch is annoying like that because it does not remove the host unless you refresh the window.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I know. That is a bugger. A couple of times I've been surprised by that fact. Yeah.
Oh, let me test sound then.
Oh, Wesley, we were supposed to be talking about investment opportunities in Jericho.
Oh, we did. We completely missed me. Sorry, man. It's been a busy week.
No worries,
my financial portfolio slipped my mind. And
no worries. We can either do that during this banter, or we can just have it between the sessions again, because that's probably not something that is going to be a focal point during this thing.
During this camp, I'm outraged. My immersion is completely crushed. What? We're playing Traveller, damn it! I want spreadsheets. Yeah, no, man. Let's just cover it. Between next session, because it is for those who don't know, I'm from New Zealand, so it's currently 9 on a Sunday morning here. So it takes me maybe till about midday for my brain to start turning over.
By that time, the game's over.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah.
As the Facebook post goes.
I know don't worry, people. He's at least semi-awake compared to what we saw previously, where a certain
Semi-clothed.
yeah, it was more comatose than anything else. It was
Some
the
people might have
asphalt.
dig that. Some people might have enjoyed that. It might have, the viewers.
Oh no,
True.
that
It's
was
true.
like our wee bit of the Truman Show. We got to see one of the stars still like kind of sleeping. At least it wasn't in night vision. That was it.
Enjoy healthy magnesium supplements.
Hey, Froggy
Good
Froggy
morning,
says,
sir.
Get us a
Froggy said that one
sponsorship
day you
agreement with those people. Fight them and.
Well, I don't think you're actually allowed to advertise pharmaceuticals anywhere except New Zealand and the United States directly to the public. That's my understanding.
I have
Everyone
no
else has
idea.
clamped
No,
down on that
that's-
shit for obvious reasons.
Like American advertisement for pharmaceuticals, the way I've understood it, according to Billy Connolly, is, do you not sleep at night? And they just list a random bunch of crap. It's like that at some point someone's had, and they make you think you've got God knows what. It's like the hypochondria list.
do you not? Can you not sleep at night? Do you wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? Do you roll over and feel the blanket next to you? Are you laying on a pillow? Then you too might suffer from sleepitis. Please take
like-
this pill right here, 3 times a day at a low cost of $4.99 a month. They're
Please
like, yeah.
yeah, just please ignore that there is actually no actual medical.
Professionals amongst us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Side effects might cause insomnia, oversleeping, diarrhea, loss of life, and
only play a doctor on TV.
great medical expenses. Please ask your doctor about sleepitis.
It's like going on WebMD. You're like, man, what does this ache mean? And you come out convinced you've got 3rd stage cancer and HIV. You're like, oh my god, I need to call my family. I've only got weeks to live.
All right, it's like I was down with a bug about a week or two ago, and I was like, the sneezing at some points was so strong, right? Where it was me actually stopping myself, but I could then feel I was actually pulling at my spine a wee bit, so I was like shooting pains at some points, and I'm like, of course, I better not Google this. Because if I Google it, it'll be every single chiropractor saying, yes, that is dangerous. You have to see a chiropractor right now. Here's our number.
Your spine is in fact folded in half.
Well, no, I had something, but I utterly just went.
We need to have like a disclaimer at the start of the show that none of us are medical professionals, financial investment advisors, lawyers.
We are
spokespersons, foreign ministry.
actually, we are professionals when it comes to Babylon 5.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Yeah, because we might be causing some of those problems. That's why.
If you know exactly what is causing this problem, and that would be us.
Yeah. Bugs in the system? Yeah, there might be the Termarian cockroaches. Oh, don't ask where they came from. Yeah, hide them.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Only bad thing about this green screen is I have no clue how I'm gonna get away.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to be here with us forever and never.
Yeah,
by
come
the
on to
way-
say how cool that is. I mean, look at that. Mother and father.
Yes. By the way, how does my new microphone sound to you?
Crisp,
As in the
clear.
audience. As in the audience. Is there too much echo, or is that covered? Do I need to get myself a green screen or blanket behind me so it absorbs the echo?
You gotta
According to
cover your
levels, the
walls
it
with
sounds
bubble wrap, man.
good. I mean, those of you interested, what did I get as my new microphone to replace the Wambly Bumbly?
Ooh, let's make a bet on that.
But on what?
What type of microphone you got?
Ooh, that's good.
Beats by Dre, clearly. Quite clearly.
Oh, yeah. That's a Beats microphone, right? I wish it was a Shure or a Sennheiser, but I don't think that's the case.
Panasonic?
Could have a little
No.
less echo, but you probably can't get much closer to the mic. I could, but not with the equipment I have, because I did not buy one of those arms to hold it on. So all I have is this lovely little tripod thingy. So
We could just tape it to like a coat rack or something. You can have like the dangling boom mic.
I could just put it here, and it would be very close to me. It would eliminate all of the echo, but it does make me sound a bit weird.
I don't mind it actually being on the screen either.
I like it. It makes me
In
feel
fact,
like it's
with
some
the
sort
black
of
shirt, I don't think it
talk
matters.
show.
yeah.
Like a talk show.
Anyway, the problem is I can't get it a lot closer unless I'm actually physically holding
Holding
it
it.
in my hand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
While it makes me look like a radio host, it is a goal. It's I don't really want to show you my socks because I did not buy the pop filter either, so I'm using a sock so I don't spit on it.
Yeah, man, get like some
You thought
striped
the same
ones.
thing too, right?
Get a different pattern for each week. Yeah. Like today is polka dot, and next week is like tiger stripe, and we have to divine what's going to
Accept-
happen in the sessions
Accepting
off the basis of
donations
the
for
sock.
socks.
Are they argyle socks?
Could you imagine Worcester wasn't using socks and he was just using his boxers or something like that? You know.
Plastic bag.
Yes, I did not get the one recommended because that was not available anywhere I could find. This is actually 3 times more expensive. So
Sock. That is an expensive sock.
yeah, this sock
No,
is
Rooster.
is really expensive. What did I get is let's take the.
My God, for real,
sock
it's a
out.
sock. I was in.
It-
Oh, I
it
know what that
a
is. That's a
sock.
Shure. That's a Shure. No. I know exactly what that is. Hang on. Tectronic, isn't it?
This is Audio Technica.
Audio Technica, yeah. I had the same one while you recorded our album on that.
Ah, so is
You have
it
an
a good
album?
one? Oh,
Yes,
is
I
it a horrible recommendation?
No, that is plug the album. Plug the album.
Our band had an album. I recorded it, and I said we had our own studio and where we'd practice, and I set up all of the microphones. We did all the recordings ourselves, and then I did all the mixing and mastering, and then I gave it to somebody to finalize it, the levels and all that.
Yeah, well,
You
yeah.
want to link? You want to link the Amazon, the Spotify in the description below, my man. Would that be a thing, or was this yonks ago?
Yeah,
this is
I
like 5
don't
years
mind if you put in a link. On if we get the boss saying you can't advertise your band, I'm like, whatever. That's between you and him. I don't mind because you're not fighting for my attention. You're just giving me more stuff to brag about.
Yeah, I think our fans are incompatible. We're heavy metal as fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna need to get one of those handles for this because otherwise there's gonna be a buzz. So I'm just gonna keep it in my hands the entire show. So
Like I do. I have a thing stand.
yeah, you even have a proper pop filter for it.
Yes.
Could you get like a
Pop a
stick,
filter,
like a pop
yep.
handle, and some a roll of tape, and just tape it together, and just sort of angle it off screen? Is that?
I
is that
don't
an
have
option?
anywhere to tape it to, so that's a problem. So well, I'm just gonna be the Mexican football announcer. It's a goal. I have no control. To those of you who get it. We got 7 minutes until show. Oh, this band is going faster than I thought. I thought we'd have to make up more thingy. Put it away from where the PC is sitting. It's literally as far away from the PC as I can get it. The table is only so big.
yeah, let's have a tour of your room. I want 5 minutes.
Hell no!
You know,
I
like-
have not cleaned this place, so no.
No, you'll know for next time, man. You'll know for next time. It needs to be immaculate.
Okay, I'll make an exception for this. If somebody donates $20 or more, and says it in the chat that I want you to show me your rooms, then I'm a whore enough to do that. So, so I'll do it for $20.
I think for $50 we could probably do a bedroom each.
Yeah, no. It's like Worcester will do a lot of things for $20. Just ask him for his menu.
So, Wooster,
I'll get a voucher.
Do you get the bus now?
I have 2 questions. Okay.
Yeah.
When you shop, like, what's your Amazon, like, Amazon Fanny? I don't know.
Some savage calls coming out here.
Suffice to say, okay, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go on the Amazon of your country, whichever that may be. I'm not going to be put a whatever this thing is. I forget what it's called right here. What I got, put it on there,
Oh,
and then put that link on the Discord, the Traveler Discord, our Discord.
and
Right,
see if anyone
add-
is falling to action.
No, I'm going to buy you a thing. I just need you to put it on the thing.
Okay, I would actually need to find what that's called. But if you want to buy me that, I'm game.
I mean,
It's good.
please,
It'll look really good on the credit card statement, you know?
please keep it like in a reasonable price range. Like
Please,
mine's
please.
cost. I want to say mine's cost I think like $10. I want to say like 10 euros.
We're
Mine.
talking about an arm?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck. It's going to Amazon.de. So
Okay, if you do DE, I can do DE. Yeah.
yeah, well, it's inside EU, so the postage is not gonna go up. Anytime.
All right.
It's internal. So let's see. Well.
Your orders.
What is it called? Mike arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is exactly what it's called. So yeah, it's 20 anywhere up from 16 euros. It appears to be.
Well, look for one that's like close to that works for your mic, because I don't want you to get it and it's like, oh, it doesn't work.
They're kind of universal, guys.
Yeah.
You just need a boom arm mic stand.
That's just what they want you to think, and then they'll get you to buy a mic converter at the airport for $35.
Yes, I have actually no idea what's going to work for this. I have worked so little with mics, but let's see.
Do your research and just let me know.
This is the thing. AT2020. So, but I'll do my research, try and find which one it is, if it works for that. Worst case scenario, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. 3 minutes.
I was just
Getting nervous.
Just because during the show I may have to take a call from a friend, but if I do, I'll try and keep it under 15 minutes. Yep.
I'll do it under 5.
Yeah, no, his mother just died yesterday, so we're just organising the details.
Excuse accepted. Excuse accepted. Mother's died.
So that's the rest of them are like, no, but that's the phone call I'll take if he does in fact call me this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where you go and say, "Yeah, mate, I'm really busy at the moment." Yeah.
Can you call back, man? No. So, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Hey, boss, get me one of those shirts while you're at it. Like one of these types.
Yeah, is it like a staff discount? Are we even staff? I think legally we're probably self-employed contractors, because there's no way these guys are gonna. There's no way these gonna pay us.
Do we actually get a staff discount? Hey, boss. Boss.
I don't think it was staff discount. I don't think.
We should be. I mean, We should be getting free
I-
advertisement stuff here. Eh?
I think at the moment it is for anyone who is watching. I think Lee was saying this is the time to actually try and buy it because we are still actually looking into pricing. So it probably is going to be to your benefit to buy now.
Buy within the next 15 minutes and receive for no additional cost. Enter code B5 for extra savings. Well, no, we don't actually get a commission.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're working on it.
Yeah, well, I heard rumors that once we hit 100,000 people watching every session, then we start getting
Wages.
there were no promises of wages, but shares, dividends, or something along
That's
those
all good.
lines.
I'll just get Landas to send me a bottle of Islay from Scotland, and that will be all the payment I need, and I can finish it on stream. Ooh. I love that stuff, man.
Which one is that you're wanting?
Oh, just I can never fucking pronounce it. It's Islay, right?
Oh no, this is Aberlarn, which is actually quite.
All right.
Oh yeah, double checking. Do you now get the bus on the other end? Well, we still have time before the show. Well, not really time, but get the 20 viewers today, and I'll do a T-shirt as a giveaway. Hey!
All right.
Okay, people, get your friends on.
Well now. Let's see what we can do.
What are we on currently? That's my question.
We're on 10 now.
Oh, we need to double our numbers, but the official games time is starting at, according to my clock, now.
Oh boy,
Oh,
I'm not even ready.
No one is ready for the storm that is about to hit your faces.
Nice.
1 second. I have to get in touch with my spirit animal. Yes.
How we work on the voice?
Jesus.
Why yes. Fuck. Shit. My captain's authoritative voice has completely abandoned me at this stage of the morning. I need a double vodka or something.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe it is about time to begin our adventure into the deep space surrounding Babylon 5 and all those who inhabit this universe. For it is 10 years after the Earth-Minbari War, and it is a group of 4 travelers who have decided to make a mess of things to further the chaos in the galaxy, despite Babylon Project being there to bring peace. Some are more the agents of chaos. And speaking of agents of chaos, during the last episode, our folks managed to secure a certain Mr. Morden from an escape pod surrounding an unknown star in deep space. In this session, our brave heroes are heading back towards civilization on the beautiful spaceship Jacaranda. And they have just finished interviewing Mr. Morden, whose records seem to match what he's saying, and yes, he was a researcher aboard the illustrious flight of Icarus, until the rather unfortunate explosion that took away the rest of the crew. As he is finishing the interview, he asks whether he will be allowed to make a call home once you reach a suitable distance to a communications hub.
Yeah, of course, buddy. I mean, you got people to contact. You just, for right now, just worry about getting healthier, okay?
Morden smiles and nods. Nods towards the. What would the proper title be for yours, Mr.
Oh, Malone. Just know Malone. Retired colonel.
Mr. Malone. Colonel Malone, even. Air Force, I assume.
No, ground pounder.
Ground pounder. Oh, Marine Corps.
Marine. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
My respect to you. I was personally never much of a warrior, but more power to you, sir. Mr. Malone. I do believe I should rest and have something to eat. If you have any further questions, I will be at your disposal later. And
Sure. You rest up.
he retreats to his rooms. Do you have any plans you wish to engage during the last trek of the voyage before you reach Jericho Station?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
You go, man.
I want to hack or attempt to hack the box, but if I feel like I'm going to destroy it or something bad's going to happen to the information, I want to be able to like immediately back off. So that is what I want to do.
The classical approach to diffusing the situation. Very well. That would be an electronics computers check to see whether or not you can access the information hidden within the black box.
Is there a way that... Wait, that's electronics. We don't have an electronics crew member to help.
No, not
I
particularly.
have electronics. Computing. Is computing the appropriate one?
Yes, electronics computer, yeah, is the appropriate one.
Yeah, I've installed a couple of copies of Microsoft 3000, you know? I sort of know what I'm doing.
That's pretty good.
Yes. So, if you wish to make a assist check before Femi does his own check, or do you wish to?
I will assist him. As the captain, I'll be in the back offering quote unquote helpful advice.
Well, please roll me then electronics computers with an intellect.
I kind of look at him like, you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah. We covered this in night class when I was
Yes,
at university.
that would be giving you a +1 modifier to your check for the computers.
I don't actually have electronics computers. I just have electronics.
That would mean you have electronics computers at 0.
0. Okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
This. Shh.
Are you sure that wire goes there?
All right, and this is an intelligence roll, correct? Intellect roll. All right. Like crack in the neck. It's like I wish this was a human brain. Okay.
We're wired differently.
Yeah.
Bioengineering's got a long way, you know.
So this is a +1 modifier, right?
Yes, +1 modifier for the help of Mr. Zadora.
Okay. Ooh.
That is unfortunately not sufficient to break the encryption of the system, which leaves you baffling. What is in there? What is so valuable that a black box needs to be encrypted? The mystery still haunts you to this day. And meanwhile, what about our Centauri compatriot? What are you up to?
I think I'm currently on the bridge there. I'm going to be with Fear. Because it's actually a quiet session, no one else is around. We've both got like our equivalent of a hip flask out, and we've actually got the door locked and we're blasting Centauri opera there as we're sipping away at the Jala that I've actually provided to the two of us there.
I feel like this is a legitimate question. Are you sitting in Zadora's chair?
Oh yes.
You are, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I am sitting in the door's chair like this. This is like it's like leg over, and it's like just lounging back on it, and I'm just going. They don't do these songs like they used to. Fear, who do you prefer?
Oh, who do I prefer? I have always been partial to Centauros. He has been. He has the magnificent voice of angels.
Yeah, but I don't know. He always plays the same role, though. That's the issue. I've never. Cortas. I mean, he's done everything there. I mean, he's done the beggar. He's done the emperor.
But
there.
He doesn't have a character of his own. He's just everything. He's too malleable. It just doesn't make any sense. And as you banter on about this, what is Malone doing?
Oh, Malone's actually doing some finances right now, trying to figure out how in debt we are and what we need. We're at about 32,170,000. Let's see, where's the rest of it? Carry the 5. Very well. That makes it 32,108,825 credits in debt. Boom. There we go. That's about it.
Malone is drowning in numbers. As you all are figuring yourselves during the journey towards Jaddo Station, as you reach civilization, Mr. Morden approaches the captain. Captain Zadora, a word, if you do not mind. During this 2-week journey, he has gained much of luster in his body. He seems healthier of face. There is a certain bit of roundness over what used to be a couple of holes on his cheeks, and the sharp cheekbones have mellowed out some, and his dark hair has definitely gotten a lot more sheen into it. Do you have a moment, Captain?
Of course. Please step into my stateroom and we can discuss things. I'm happy to see that you're looking in much better shape than we last saw you.
Your crew has been most kind to me and my needs. You have taken the fresh vegetables are something of a marvel when it comes to spacefaring. I am glad to know you are providing so well for your crew. And he follows into the stateroom, looking around at the luxury of it and standing in the doorway a bit in awe before closing it behind him and walking in to take a seat. Yes, Captain Zadora. The IPX has requested that I'd be dropped off at Earth at soonest possibility. They do. I do believe they have promised you a reward of some grand gesture of 1.6 million credits.
Certainly. As an aside, did Psycho mention anything about wanting this guy for like their secret drab sub-basement chambers, or is it are we sort of cleared to sort of deliver him to an above board
He is mission
handling
B.
department?
We're delivering him. Yeah,
He has a secondary objective.
Yeah.
Definitely a
Okay,
secondary
yeah,
objective.
absolutely.
we're delivering him to IPX. They were just, hey.
Psycho's instructions were for you to take this mission.
Okay, yeah.
apparently they want a briefing on what happened. Though, if you deliver this man to them, perhaps there was no agreement on it. However,
$100,000 for every live person, I believe it was 100,000 credits.
there was IP access offer.
That was
Yes.
Oh,
IPX.
I see. Never mind.
Yes.
Thank you for the clarification.
Of course, we'll be happy to get you home as speedily as possible. This has been an ordeal for you. What else can I do for you? Just did IPX want you to return to Earth Force sort of post haste?
To Earth specifically. Mars, the transfer point on Io would be sufficient, though. No need to travel the distance between the jump gate and Earth, but if you would be kind enough to do that travel, it would mean I would consider it a personal favor. Not that I have much to offer, but that does lead to a question. What do you want?
In the future, we're not silly men aboard the ship. We do know that IPX has been reaching out for a variety of things, and this ship has been unusual and unlisted. And we feel with our track record that continued discretion and involvement with IPX clandestine objectives would be mutually beneficial going forth. So basically, give us more jobs. We know you're up to something. Give us more jobs.
So you want more assignments? I am sure that can be arranged. I will have a word with my superiors, and once I reach Earth, definitely there will be much more where that came from. But as let us ask you as a person, what do you want?
I would like to live long in prosperity. Can we cut aside? I just have to think about it.
No,
it's a very personal question.
There's no rush for the answer, sir. Captain. We can have this discussion another day, but thank you for considering it. I must, though, report to Mr. Malone for my physical. So thank you for your time. We'll talk later. And he stands up and gives a nod and leaves to have an encounter with Malone. The basic to see how well he's adjusted to having more sustenance, and he has gained a substantial amount of weight from the emaciated man he was a few weeks ago. Nothing alarming, but maybe cut back on the fat and salt for a while. However, as he's being treated, he asks Malone, what do you want?
Oh, that is a question. There's really only one thing that I want, more than anything else. And it's time to spend with my son, William Shatner Malone. Billy. I really miss him. Almost everything that I do is for him. Don't really get a chance to see him much. I mean, now that Earth, my other wish is, now that Earth has been, I don't know, for the most part taken care of. We're no longer at war. We're safe. Now I just want to spend some time with my family.
And why don't you? Why are you out here in space instead of with your son?
Karen, she's in the way, I have an ex-wife. We don't quite see eye to eye. She makes it hard for me.
I understand your feelings. Though I did lose my own wife recently. Enough about me. Thank you for your care, Mr. Malone.
Listen, since we're having a little heart-to-heart, how's that food mix I've been mixing up for you? Seem to be bulking up pretty nicely there.
Yes, I appreciate the effort. It is lacking in taste, but as someone who hasn't eaten in months, it is definitely a luxury I could not have wished for a week ago.
It's raw egg simulate, whey powder. Really supposed to make more for bulking stuff up. You know, I figured you might need some. Anyways, I'm glad it's working out for you.
Perhaps cut a bit. I am not one for continued physical exercise. I am more of a researcher of nature, but I do appreciate the efforts, Mr. Malone.
Hey, Morden, if you don't
Yes.
mind, I think you're about ready to. What exactly were you on your way over there for? Working? What was your mission with IPX? We're kind of supposed to figure out what all happened then. Do you remember anything from that day?
That day in particular, only the part where, just the usual. I woke up, went to take my morning shower, and as I was about to go back into my quarters, the ship blew up. That is mostly all I can remember. We were on our route for this excavation of I believe it was sector 83.
Sector 86.
Yes, one or the other. You must excuse me. I have been I have been malnourished for so long. The memories of that time were not really primal on my mind during the wait.
Sure.
Either
No
way,
signs leading up. I mean, you think it was an act of sabotage or external forces?
it is difficult to say. Perhaps there was a mine that we could not detect, or it could have been sabotage or failure of the engines. I'm sure the black box will have the answers.
Sure enough. All right, well, very well, Morden.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Malone. And hopefully you will have a lot more time with your son in the future.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
And with those words, he leaves Malone alone. And just as you're approaching Jericho Station for refueling, he walks up to Mr. Cortas. Mr. Cortas.
Yes.
I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a private conversation for a bit?
Sure. Come this way. We'll talk in my stateroom.
Thank you. It is just a simple question. Since you did since you were part of saving me and all, what do you want?
I turn to him and I'm looking at him and I go, me as an individual or me as part of my family? Can I clarify?
I do believe the question is rather simple. What do you want?
I want the power to decide my fate without having to kowtow to anyone else. The power there where certain individuals that have stepped in my way will regret the choices they have made in their life without anything coming back towards me, because people are afraid to step in my direction.
That is definitely an interesting answer. That was all. Thank you for your time, Mr. Cortas.
Just as you're about to go, and I just go, actually, I would trade all of that just to have Icarus's head at my feet. He kicked me out of the bloody fleet because he's a fool. And his family protected him.
Oh. But perhaps one day you will get what you wish for. Good day, Mr. Cortas. And he smiles, nodding, and leaving Cortas.
Just before he leaves, I go, as you're asking me what do I want, what do you want?
He smiles, turning back and saying, I want to give people the things they deserve. And then turning back and walking out, leaving you alone. And yes, I do believe there is a point here that I have forgotten to make during the pre-game banter. And this is the fact that we never remembered to announce the name of the shuttle of Jacaranda, did we? Yes, which of you wants to make the official announcement to the group following us?
Whose idea was it? They should do the announcement.
Yes, as the captain. Go ahead.
Right. Allow me to scroll up in the chat so I get this right. It would not do to be renaming the shuttle, the cocking up the name. But why do you guys post so much shit in the bloody traveler chat that should be purely for campaign stuff? Just fucking nonsense.
It's up there. Wow.
Yeah,
Why did you not pin it, my man?
Frog Scanner said his name.
In the Twitch chat, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not actually in the Twitch chat.
Right.
Well, that's your loss, I suppose.
Hear me, it's Firoro. Firoro. Firoro.
Firoro.
Get in the Firoro.
Oh yeah, it's like Ferrari, only different because it's
It's like a chocolate. It's like a chocolate crossed with a sports car. But
Captain, I do believe we're gonna announce the name of our new shuttle.
Yes, I break open the champagne, smash it across the bow. I hereby name this shuttle the Firoro, in honor of our most dedicated watcher, who has been very generous and been very good about watching this campaign slowly come together. So thanks a lot, girl. We do really appreciate it. And yes, we have named the shuttle in your honor.
Okay.
Captain, that's a good ship name. I approve. Very sexy.
I think it's Italian or Spanish. Oh, it's Spanish. Trying desperately to remember my old Earth history lessons.
Also, it goes very well with Jacaranda and Firoro.
Yes.
They sound like the same language. Jacaranda, Firoro.
Jacaranda.
Jacaranda, Firoro.
Firoro. Muy sensual Firoro.
Oh, mate, you can talk to me like that all day of the week. Yeah. Say something more. What's
Like
the
that
sweet
voice
nothing
a
to
lot
your
better.
mic?
El Firoro. Oh, senor.
Oh.
Bella,
Yes.
Bella Linda.
All right, let us move forward
I think
so
I've
we're
seen
not
the
getting.
Spanish language soap opera before.
Yes.
That was literally all gibberish that I was saying.
Look, man, it sounds convincing.
Only the Spanish people watching this will understand
It
that
don't
it's gibberish, and that means
not
that's
saying anything.
grand total of 1.5 people.
Yeah, but like the poor Spanish audience going, I make love to the garbage. What? What's he saying?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Something about a book.
Where's the
Where
library?
is the
The
library? Firoro just gave us $30.
Oh, jeez.
Thank
Nice.
you, man. Thank you. Oh, is it go? Whichever. Thank you, Firoro. Yeah, you're.
We love you.
We love you, man. We love you.
And Olio. Oh, now we gotta do one
Oh.
of them.
Olio has given $25. I have no idea when, but. Frogskin
Yeah,
is saying, "I will fight you, Fee. I will fight you."
Normally, I wouldn't encourage dissension among our viewers because we love them all dearly. But in this case, just go at it, bare knuckles, no holds barred.
And as long as you do it to this music, da 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 da.
Oh, these are Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back onto the show, guys.
Let's get back to the
Serious,
back on
guys.
topic,
Serious,
yes.
serious time.
Yeah, back on time. Serious
Why,
go.
yeah. In character. What?
In character audience, let us go. Yes. Do you have any plans for Jericho Station other than financial investigation on part of Zadora? The silence talks for itself, so we will move forward. Do you have any intentions of topping off Mr. Morden at Earth, or will you dropping off at Io, or will you take him with you to Proxima?
Why don't we have a group meeting about that?
Mm.
Discuss some
Hey.
options.
Yes.
That is a good point.
I mean, now that we're here, Jericho catching up, gassing up,
Yep.
getting last minute supplies. So, that went rather smoothly this time. I did not get shot. I quite like that.
Yes, it is quite agreeable doing a job without anyone shooting anyone up, isn't it? Though I wonder what happened to those Marcap.
Oh, what was that thing? We left rather in a hurry there. I
Yeah.
think they just went off and salvaged the rest of it. Nothing really worth value. Did we ever get a chance to check to see what was inside the black box?
Encryption's too heavy.
Makes sense, yeah.
And
figured something like that.
there's no point in keep trying if you can't break into it, because if you break it and damage it, that's our money gone. So I'd say no,
Exactly.
do not touch it.
So I asked this Morden fella about what happened. He can't tell us much about that anyways.
I'm just gonna go. He's a bit weird for a human, is he not?
More than a little bit.
Yes.
Did he?
I
also-
figure he's just been a little cooped up and crazy, It's gonna take him a while to get. There's a lot of trauma.
Did he ask any of you what did you want?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, he did. I couldn't answer him on the spot. It's a very personal question to ask one's a recent acquaintance.
Is it?
Did he
Well,
ask you
yes.
all this?
He asked me that when he was in my stateroom.
Come to think about it, he did ask me about that. Yeah. I mean, I figure he's just being friendly and all. I like to share stuff anyways.
But it is a
Strange.
bit single-minded of a human to ask. Just out of curiosity, was his wording exactly, "What do you want"?
I can't remember.
Yes. Femi, I know it's impolite, but I don't suppose at any stage you did the old tap tap, wink wink, nudge nudge. Know what I mean? To our guest, did you? I know we discussed his experiences, but you didn't delve any deeper.
Captain, right now I think he's too weak for that. Any going into his brain might mess up his recovery.
Nah.
Well,
And
I'd hate to answer for you, Femi. I mean, you know more about that than I do.
I say do not touch him in any way. I think, I don't know, there's just something, the way he talked and the way he asked that question.
I have language at a 0. Do I know anything about like natural syntax in spoken galactic common or whatever it is?
Well, spoken galactic common, as you know, it is called English.
Yeah, of course. English. Yeah. Yeah. So, what was his way of speaking somewhat unnatural? Now that I think.
The question is a rather plain one. It is indeed, what do you want? But as far as you know, there was a certain impetus behind the voice. Sort of like begging the question to give it a deeper thought. Other than that,
I'm just a little myth. Nobody asked me what I want.
Femi, did he not ask you? Have you not talked
No.
to him?
Has he been avoiding you out of curiosity? Have you seen much of the man?
Seemingly.
Maybe not. Maybe he's going around the other crew.
oh,
Guys, why are we being so suspicious? Here's a man
as
we
as
rescued from
Femi
near
thinks
death.
about it, he doesn't remember the man ever running from him, but he doesn't really remember many occasions that he has been in the same room during the 2 weeks. Could be that he's been resting, or could be that he's avoiding him.
I mean, but who doesn't, shirk at the psychic guy?
Yep, that is
Well,
pretty
relatively-
natural. Most people don't like psychics.
Relatively accepting here.
Yeah.
Also, Femi, remember, for the purpose of paperwork, you are 3 psychops.
No.
What the what? Are you trying to do
I'm-
free cost against Psychor again?
One, I am not a psychop, and I would.
Tweep, look, your positions are all the same. As far
Not
as
really.
we're concerned.
There's a distinct hierarchy, and I would suggest that you do not try to be deceptive towards my family.
Of course. I was just joking.
Okay. Well, you guys have fun. Whatever you decide to do, I leave it in your hands. And I walk away and go directly to go find our friend.
Let's see where this goes.
By the way, to those watching, present right now, there is a t-shirt giveaway for Lawful Stupid going on in Twitch. So log in, sign up, and if you win, you get a free t-shirt, as far as I know, with the Lawful Stupid logo. Not this old one, but the brand spanking new one that came out, was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
Midweek, I think it was, yeah.
Thursday? Thursday,
something
Wednesday,
like that.
something else. Oh, we talked about it Thursday night, so Wednesday, Thursday night. So yeah, it must have been Thursday that it came out. So
Oh, yes, the please just confirmed.
oh, you also must be a follower to participate. So you gotta follow us on Twitch. That costs you absolutely nothing. Oop. That almost cost me $120. So
Good catch, man.
luckily, I'm swift at my fingers. It's not the first thing that fell down today. So my apologies for the sudden noise, and that cost somebody ears. My apologies.
Sorry, Lee.
But I also would like to mention, as I'm walking this way, that I am like in full psychor regalia, like
Full
suit,
regalia.
and like there is no way you can mistake me for anything else.
Hold on. Is this the first? So this is the first time we've actually seen you dressed up like this in the last.
No.
How long would you been running with us? Then?
No, like when we went back to Babylon 5, I made sure I was wearing
Oh yeah, of course.
the uniform, but I've pretty much kept it on since then.
Okay.
All right. So the rest of you are continuing the discussion while Femi is steaming his way towards Mr. Morden's quarters. So please carry on with the discussion.
I wonder what Femi's doing. I'm sure nothing sneaky or underhand. Just sip my cup. But look, let's forget about our mysterious passenger. He's 100,000 credits. The real question is, what was IPX doing out there, and how can we get a slice of that pie?
Captain, let me warn you here. Be careful with IPX. They're dangerous. I mean, they might just be a bunch of archaeologists out finding some new technology, but something about them I don't trust too much. And I'd be careful about sticking your nose in their business. Trust me, I've had experience with that. I've been stung before.
I'm sure it's all funded through back channels by the Earth Alliance military looking for, more military tech to shore up the next war we'll have with them in Bari.
And would you want to piss off your own government?
I am a Earth Alliance patriot, and I'm more than happy to work with our military as an outside contractor. Both myself and Malone, and I'm sure with your own experience in the Centauri military, you know that there are some things that need to be handled outside of the chain of command by sympathetic private citizens.
True, but there's also the difference between doing what is needed for your country and blackmailing your way into it. Remember, that is how some things are done in the Centauri Republic. And while it's a accepted practice where I come from, I think it's a crime in your state.
Is it a crime?
Yeah.
Do I have attorney? I don't have advocate. I've got no idea.
What you suggested to me sounded like blackmail.
Captain, what exactly are you suggesting?
I am suggesting that IPX is doing something underhand, and that in retrieving the crew and returning the crew member and examining the black box, I think we've proven our reliability and our ability to keep our mouths shut. And that if they had a further call for our...
If that's the case, do more jobs with them, but don't ask them, because if you ask them, they're more likely not to give us jobs, or they'll think that you're being too nosy.
Perfect. I mean, look, we have these... We need jobs, we need money. Every time that we go without a retainer or payments, our mortgage continues to increase. So this is the time to take bold risks to secure all of our futures as co-owners of this vessel.
Yeah, that's fine. We keep doing jobs with them and keep our mouths shut. I'm okay with that. You okay with that, Landas?
I just turn and say, if it brings in money for the ship, and as long as it doesn't engender us.
On the down low, we keep our eyes open though, right?
Well,
let me be frank. Zadora, don't play all the cards you have. Keep them and play them when you need to. So we do play this smart. We do the jobs, we keep our eyes open, and we document. but we make sure it's not known that we do document things. So if at any point we're needing IPX to bail us out, we have something to do that. But the issue is going to be we're small fry compared to them. What we do might potentially burn that bridge, and we then need to make sure we can go on to something else. So don't play the hand too soon.
Meanwhile,
Yes, thank you. Thank you for
meanwhile,
that.
as you are considering these options, Femi arrives at the door for Mr. Morden's quarters. And
I'm not rude. I knock or ring the bell.
well, soon enough, there is. Please enter.
I walk in.
Mr. Dran, what an unexpected surprise. Can I help you?
Yes.
He was apparently reading something off of a pad while waiting for you.
Apparently, you've been asking what people want on the ship. And I was a little bit miffed because you haven't asked me. And I want to make sure that I'm reading surface thoughts while I'm talking with this guy.
He seems surprised. So like, oh, it must have slipped my mind, Mr. Dran. I am very sorry about it. I have been going through the crew one at a time, and it appears I have forgotten to include you. My deep, sincere apologies. As you are reading his mind, he does seem to be much sincere about it. Then I must ask, what is it that you want? Or more precisely, what do you want?
Nothing. The Corps provides everything I need. What do you want, sir?
Just to make it home alive. It is the only thing I have wanted for a few weeks now. Or months. The time gets blurry when you're stuck in space for as long as I did.
And who do you work for again?
Interplanetary expeditions. Was the were the people who arranged for the expedition? Yes.
And are they aware that you go around asking people what do they want?
Oh,
Seems very strange.
That is a personal thing I am asking. It's a gesture of wanting to repay the service of saving me.
But why?
Would you not be eager to show appreciation for someone saving your life, Mr. Dran?
Yes, but people very rarely. It's just strange. You can say that I'm a research of human thought, that I tend to try to see basically how the brain works, and yours seems very strange.
Indeed, sir. How so, Mr. Dran? Yes, it is indeed strange. Normally a person slips in his thoughts, revealing a thing or two every now and then that he's just occasionally thinking about. But in his case, he's single-mindedly focused on what he is talking about. There is no distraction in his thought at all.
Okay, question. if you know, I mean, I want to try to do this as
Subtly.
like subtly, like stealthily, like like we're having like general conversation, but I want to probe the fuck out of this dude's mind.
Want your cake and eat it too.
like exactly, like press the glove, be like, all right, what are you hiding?
Trust me,
the point
professional.
The point is that if the surface scan is completely undetectable by non-psionic, however, the deep scan is does cause the subjects to notice it. It is impossible to not notice being deep scanned. It's like somebody punching you in the face inside your head, and then dragging half of your brain out and going, "Oh, this is what I wanted," and pushing it back in.
I don't know, just so basically his mind, like as on my experience, his mind is not working like a normal human's, correct? Like general human, like if I'm like to scan Malone or Zadora, it's like this is like totally different.
Well, there are disciplined minds who have been trained to work against psionics. They are able to block out psionic resistances. They are able to keep the telepath from reading their mind by focusing on some subject clearly enough that it is blocking all other thoughts from their minds. It is unusual, but it does exist.
It's kind of like seer training.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like being trained by the telemarketers. You only have the script and you follow it. There's no thought involved. No offense to any telemarketers, but that's how I feel.
Actually, yeah, if you're a telemarketer,
yes, all against you.
just leave. Just leave. No, it's okay.
No, please don't leave.
We need the viewer numbers.
We are not that desperate yet, but we will take the dental hygienist you have.
Actually, I do go back to what I'm saying. You know what? There is something I want.
Oh, what is it,
boy.
Mr. Dran?
I want something only you can do. I want a truth only you can tell.
If I am at all able to assist, I will. It is the least I can do.
Who do you really work for in the deepest deeps of your heart and soul? Who do you call your superior?
Well, I suppose the IBX is a front company after all. I work for Earth Weapons Research Division. Since you are what you are, I trust you are able to keep the secret.
Of course.
Is there anything else I can help you with? You with Mr. Dran?
No. That's it. But I would like to warn you that mundane as they may be, I've gotten somewhat attached to the people on this ship. If anything were to happen to them negatively, I would probably chase you to the far reaches of this galaxy, known and unknown, and melt your brain out of your ears.
Duly noted, Mr. Dran.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
The pleasure, while not mutual, is accepted.
And I walk out of his room. And I immediately pen a very interesting letter to my favorite psychop, Alfred Besser, saying that I met a guy named Morden, who he works for. I think he's full of shit, but not a little more flowery words there, but he's full of it. And we need to look in on him in this company and who he's really working for.
Duly noted. As the man said, let me just write that down. I hope I didn't show you my plans, did I?
You show us your plans, never. Transparent as mud.
Hold on, I think that was kill Whimsy, make a Landas Emperor, I think I saw. Oh, no, sorry.
Make Landas Emperor. God Emperor of humanity.
That was supposed to be make Whimsy the Emperor. Oh!
That's good. When we burn all the Psychops, only then can humanity truly be free. No. We do need to actually sit down and write up what we want for this campaign.
I don't trust them. I don't want to tell you. I just don't trust them.
Guys, we just rescued this fool. He was close to death. What is the big? Why aren't we treating this guy like our enemy? Come on, we're supposed to rescue this guy who was near death. I mean, luckily we got one person alive. That's some $100,000. That's
only one person does mind games in this show, and that's this guy.
Mind games because he asked you, "Hey, what do you want?" So I could maybe, as a thank you, give you a gift.
Real people don't do that.
You are
exactly. Only NPCs. Only NPCs
you
do
are
that, and we should be
projecting.
suspicious.
You're so projecting, buddy.
No, nobody does that. Like, what do you want? Like,
hello.
My psychotherapist.
Last time I was in a car accident and the ambulance drivers rescued me and saved my life.
Yeah.
I kind of like, hey buddy, can I get you something as a thank you? You want some weed or do you want some a pizza or anything?
Both together.
That happens.
Okay.
People are nice for you for rescuing them.
Exactly, but the thing is that he said he was, he doesn't project like he's the most important person, whatever. Hey, I got caught with my towel down and, shuttle pod. No. No, fishy. It's all fishy. I don't care what you say.
Let's agree to disagree on this.
Look, in character, I agree. Out of character, when our glorious GM dangles a plot hook in front of us, we have to take the bait.
Name Morden?
No. All right.
Name Morden? Yeah, sure.
I'm hooked.
All right, let's move on.
Yes, let us move on. So, what is it that you do with Mr. Morden? Do you kick him out of the airlock, or do you proceed to transfer him to point X? And if so, which is the X?
Where is point X at? Are we taking him back to Earth like he wants?
Yeah, I've taken care of, or at least Io.
We need to, we need to actually get in contact with IPX, don't we? To
get the money, give him the logs,
at least get some rewards. Or who is supposed to be in contact with this black box? Who are we supposed to turn the black box into?
You have the service number for IPX Central. Central, who there is a contact person there who will take your calls.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going.
Let's give him about it.
Yeah, let's give them a call, see what they're saying, see what they suggest. If they want us to drop it off at Io, or if they want us to come to Mars or Earth or the Moon, wherever.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Back in character.
A solid plan. Who makes the call?
Mr.
Should I make the plan?
I think.
Yes. IPX, I need to speak to your manager about a recent job. I think I realized that you work at the call center, but this may be slightly above your pay grade. I realize you hear this every single day, but in this case, it's good.
May I inquire what is it that you wish to discuss my manager with?
Certainly, the fate of vessel. I've forgotten its name.
Icarus.
Yes, the fate of the vessel Icarus.
The Icarus mission. Let me transfer you to the man, to the person in charge. A moment, please. And there's blim, din, din, din,
Please hold.
din, 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 din.
Your call is very important to us. Please wait.
Press 1 for.
IBX Search and Rescue. How may I help you?
Hello, IBX Search Rescue. We have discovered the fate of. I forgot the name again. Discovered the
Icarus.
fate
We have
of
Morden.
the Icarus, and we would like to discuss the recovery of surviving crew member and the flight. Data.
The Icarus. That is interesting news indeed. May I have your identification, sir?
Certainly. This is Captain Zadora of the Jacaranda.
Oh, the Jacaranda. I seem to have your file here. Yes. I do. Yes. What have you exactly recovered? Did you find the ship, or do you have a report, or?
We currently have hold of the surviving black box of the ship and a Mr. Morden, a crew member on the vessel. And we'd like to discuss, their return and our remuneration. And I just read off the number on the black box just to prove that I'm for realsies.
If you indeed have what you say you have, you can take the Mr. What was the Mr. Morden?
Morden, yes, he was saying that the IPX directorate would like him dropped off in Isle.
Yes, we do have a note here that he's yes, indeed. He has reported that the Jacaranda has picked him up and is transferring him towards Earth. If you do the delivery, we'll have a contact person there to meet you and administer the reward upon confirming the veracity of the black box. In either case, if Mr. Morden is who he claims he is, there is 100,000 credits for him. His safe return.
Excellent. I guess I will get the relevant details from the search and rescue division and just be on my merry way.
Yes. On Earth, I do believe you are supposed to be. Our contact person is in San Diego. We have an office. I will transfer you the address with the call. If you need, we can arrange for a pickup from the spaceport.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Would prefer not to have to travel all the way in the system. We'll be departing.
Very well.
Possibly quite shortly. Yes.
When you have the exact date, the exact time of arrival at hand, send a message to this number attached to the message, and we will arrange for the pickup. If there is nothing else.
No, have a pleasant day.
As to you, Captain Zadora. And the call ends. And now you have your instructions from IPX. Do you wish to pursue these instructions or do something completely different?
Let's get paid, I think.
Quick whip around. Let's make some money for once, you know? That'd be nice.
Yep.
Yes. As you refuel your beautiful ship, I do believe that takes you back 25,000 credits to refuel, Philly.
Jesus, 25,000.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's this Earth Alliance fuel tax that they're imposing on us.
All right, hang on. Let me throw it on here.
They're saying something about vacuum warming. I think it's nonsense myself.
All right, hang on. Fuel costs. Is this going to be fuel costs to Earth?
yes.
We're not
that
gonna.
is just the
Milky Way.
refueling
Fuel
cost.
costs Milky Way at least. guess we are in the Milky Way already, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yes.
Milky Way. It's you're in Earth space, so.
How about the Sol? But we're not in the Sol system. We're outside of the Sol system.
You are in Jericho.
Yeah.
So we're still just on the edge of Earth Alliance space.
Yeah. All right. So fuel costs to Sol.
So how long is it going to take us to get from Jericho to Earth?
About 2 weeks.
Jericho to Earth is actually 8 days via hyperlane.
Oh.
Or the not hyperlane but hyperspace trade routes. So and then from Sol jump point, it will take you about 2 days to get to Earth Central.
Okay.
From IO transfer point to Earth. So that's a candle of 9 days from where 10 days from where you are now. So it would be March 11th when you reach there, unless you have any other plans.
I want to use Clairaudience. Like whenever this dude is like in his room by himself, I want to be like sitting in my room doing Clairaudience the entire time.
Are you trying to cyclically scan our guest?
Yep.
That
I
is
just
just
wanna
rude.
listen.
I can't believe you do something like that. I'm shocked.
You don't know what I'm doing. I'm in my room sleeping, like Landas told me to do.
Look, we're all famously trustworthy when it comes to you, man.
Right, exactly. I love it.
These are friends. I mean, he's a good guy.
Roll me your clairvoyance, then, Mr. Dran, if you please.
I'm just saying, I did help us get a 1.5 million payday. At least that's what I tell myself.
Well, you've done more to contribute to a 1.5 million payday than a certain guy trying to get us how much money that we lost out on the Mona Lisa?
You shut
That's
your
a
mouth.
line.
We will never speak of that painting again. It is worthless. I'm sure you've seen the recent treatise that's been popular in Earth space, and I agree with it entirely. In fact, it could be my own voice.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was.
Leonardo was a hack. A talentless hack.
Oh God.
Ironically, I think that's what the treatise said exactly word for word.
Well, as you are observing Mr. Morden on your 10-day journey towards Earth, you arrive. Pretty much, you arrive to the conclusion that he only occasionally talks to other people. He doesn't call anyone. He merely is alone in his quarters, and leaves occasionally to eat, to have a examination by your medic, Mr. Malone, or just talk to crew members about mundane things like the recent election victory of Luis Santiago over the rival Marie Crane, I believe it was. Yes.
I'm a medic too. Why doesn't he come see me?
Because Malone has been the one treating him so far.
You're right. And he probably wouldn't let me touch him anyway.
Yeah. Aside of that, you also get the silly feeling that when he is alone in his room, that he is not alone, but you also can't detect anyone else there. It just feels like there is a crowd, or there is only one person.
This is like, oh God. Okay. Stop making me do bad things.
After that time, it is March 11th, 2258. And you are slowly approaching the station. More likely the orbit of Earth. Earth does have a space port, and there is a space station. The Earth does have a space station in orbit, but there is also a spaceport near San Diego. Do you wish to dock Jacaranda with the space station, or would you rather take the fancy newly named shuttle do the spaceport in San Diego.
Oh, we have to take the Firoro.
Landas is arguing, right, I need to fly something. You guys stay in orbit, I'll just fly Mr. Morden down, I'll pick up the credits, I'll be back up, and then we can go to where we next need to go. Let's not even hit the cost of having to dock at that station. That's going to be exorbitant if we're just there for a quick stopover.
You know, I like that idea. Save a little bit of Doremi. You got this, right, Landas? You don't need any backup.
What's the worst that can happen? It's Earth.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Centauri Prime. If it was Centauri Prime, I'll be at least asking for you, Malone, to be in the back of a gun.
Quick aside, how violent is Centauri culture? Like, is there like quite a bit of sort of crime and political assassination?
Oh, it's not crime. It's more certain family rivalries can sometimes boil over a wee bit. So
the leading cause of death among noble Centauri, aside of sudden heart attacks, is death by dueling.
Yeah.
Oh, so election year is really fun.
Yeah, we don't
there
have
are no elections.
Yes. Yeah, the only time when we have something what you call an election is when the dear emperor passes away.
And then it's just to see if anyone disputes the claim of the next in line.
That is not the nicest time to be on Centauri Prime if you don't have the power. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, well, at least it's not the Drazi way, says Freja, walking past towards the shuttle.
Oh yeah, that's barbaric. I've heard about that.
No, let's not describe anybody else's culture as barbaric.
No, it's barbaric. But it's fun.
How's the crew holding up? They have faded into the background like good NPCs should, but is there anything going on amongst our crew that we should be aware of as mindful employees?
Yeah.
What a smooth running ship.
Has Miana and Jacaranda started punching each other yet, or have they actually still kept the peace? That's the main.
Yeah.
On the journey back, they seem to have more stayed on their own. Giving each other space to do their thing while staying out of each other's face. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I really want to take this bet on this.
A cunning ruse to describe to hide their deep-seated love for each other. I'm sure of it.
I want to take this bet and do something bad, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Well, technically, Femi, they're not human.
Don't do it.
They're not human. So
legally.
So legally.
Does
I like that more.
Does psycho law actually would it actually make what you do to non-humans illegal? That's a question. That's a gray area.
I like that moral gray area.
Is it illegal outside of Earth Alliance space? Is another question.
Okay.
It's a moral gray area.
I'll make a note.
However, the Psycho is answerable to the Psycho's own internal investigation, regardless of where they are. They are not invade into the personal privacy of any of the Earth Alliance citizens.
What they don't know won't kill me.
Actually, there is a lot of things the Psycho doesn't know about that can kill you.
Yeah, I said what they don't know.
will kill you.
Yeah, they don't know about me. They won't kill me. Everything else.
Yeah, that's the distinction.
Everything else is different. But them personally, they don't know I did it. They won't,
Exactly.
No repercussions.
Okay.
So let's go.
So
let's go to the map mode.
So who's getting on the ship with me?
Are you shuttling to Isle?
Oh no, I'm shuttling down to it. We're currently in orbit of Earth there. So instead of us docking the Jacaranda at the station and amassing docking fees for however long it's going to be, I've just said, look, let's get into orbit, just do a quick shuttle run, back up as quickly as can, and then we can just blast off to where we need to go, right? Where the next payday is.
I can see why you were an ensign for so long. You're very good with accounts.
Let's not complicate this. I'll go with you.
Okay. And I just literally go, okay, Malone, let's just make this nice and quick. There. It's going, I'll grab the passenger, you meet me at the shuttle.
Yeah, I'll make sure to have the black box.
Okay. So while that's happening, I'm going to walk up to the door. I have, of course, made sure I'm in my finest clothing there. And
Obviously.
Obviously, yeah. Fan up, nice gleaming black hair, and I'm hitting the actual buzzer for the room for.
Yes, unless you object, Freja is absolutely adamant that he wants to be part of the crew flying Firoro on its maiden voyage with its new name.
And I just go, having a backup pilot just in case. I have no objections to that. I'll meet you down at the ship. I'll bring the passenger. You can actually help. That actual black box is not the lightest thing. You can actually help Malone carry it so he doesn't slip a disc or whatever you humans have got. There.
Oh, I can carry this, no problem.
Let's just be sensible about it. It's still not the smallest thing in the world, I think.
No, it's in this briefcase. Don't worry about it. I got this.
Oh, okay. I remember I'm going, it's a civilian model, no wonder.
Well, you gentlemen take all the necessary precautions and you sit Mr. Morden down in the lavish passenger section of your shuttle. As we have earlier not remembered to describe, the shuttle is more like a limousine, except for the cockpit. The passenger section has these couches with seat belts hidden in them for security, with the four-way straps, so you have both sides, and then over the waist like a belt. And there are serving trays and minibars and all the necessary flamboyance that Zadora's taste requires.
I'm assuming we're all in the kind of cockpit area.
There is only 4 chairs. There is only 2 chairs in the cockpit area. One for the pilot and one for the secondary pilot. So
Morden and I are in the luxury seats.
Yes, which actually I do believe serves as a secondary party room for Mr. Zadora when the ship is in dock.
That's good. Let me take you to my private yacht. Young man.
Yeah, what?
Do not put a black light on.
Why do you think he speaks like this?
Oh my. Yes.
Yes, as you arrive to San Diego spaceport without any difficulties, you land the shuttle in its assigned area. There is indeed a more terrestrial limousine waiting for you with wheels, with the dark tinted windows, and a man in a tuxedo. Well, not a tuxedo, the dark suit. Yes, a dark. What do you call that? It's a dark suit. Just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's no fancy name for it, but yeah, dark suit and sunglasses, shades on, and saying, and nodding towards Mr. Morden, and Mr. Morden, and gesturing towards the limo. Will these gentlemen be joining you? And looks at the rest of you. And indeed, you are welcomed inside the limo. Though Freja is like, I'm staying here. I'm not going into Earth vessels. Not ones that can't
Freja,
fly.
you take care of the shuttle.
I am saying, yeah. Keep an eye on the shuttle. Don't leave. If anything happens, you've got our comp.
If anything happens to you, I'm taking the shuttle and going home.
Let's make it clear. You're taking the shuttle and going home. That's because we have confirmed to you that we're dead. Until you get that confirmation, you're not leaving the spot.
Fine. Can I go flying at meanwhile?
Yeah, why don't you take her for a spin?
Don't
We'll call you on the comm links when we're on our way
Will
back, okay?
do!
don't scratch the paint.
After you are flying, not gonna be a problem. Like a little kid, the Drazi skips back into the
just
shuttle.
Go. Just go before I have any more to say to you.
It's like two parents, you know. Malone, don't undermine me in front of the crew. We agreed on this together.
Yeah. I'm the nice dad. I'm the
No,
fun.
exactly. You spoil them on the weekends.
Landas is the mean dad, and Noah is the nice dad.
You are the disciplinarian.
Exactly. There has to be discipline.
Anyways, let's get on this. Let's get this thing going.
The limousine is it's more space than your shuttle, but it is strictly speaking a limousine. There is the mini fridge, but when you check it, it's empty.
Oh.
Except for a couple of clear glass bottles that say spring water.
Ooh. Yeah. I like that.
Well, technically it's fresh earth spring water, so it's better than what you have been drinking for the past few months.
Earth water. Oh, that's good.
You can keep that, Malone.
Fill your pockets with it.
Yeah, fish has been peeing into it, so it has the better taste. The limo takes you a few 20 minutes about before it stops, opens its doors, and there is a unassuming office next to it. And Mr. Morden climbs out and waits for you to follow before taking you inside. Inside, there is a man. Welcome. I am Ivan Vladinov. Please, I do believe you have something for the IPX, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, got it right here.
And of course,
Brother.
I'm just pointing towards Malone and the briefcase in his hand.
Magnificent. Allow me to investigate, please.
Of course.
He takes the black box, looks it around. Seems like a genuine item. The code on it seems to match. Yes. We will take this into custody, and if it indeed is what what I think it is, there will be the 1.5 million credits for you, plus the 100,000 for Mr. Morden, who, by the way, at this point has vanished. At some point, he just left, apparently, but he doesn't seem worried. Yes, that would be a total of 1.6 million credits. I will have to make a note of that.
Yeah, that's a bright black box.
Yes,
money.
I
feel
do.
confident about that.
Yes, you do have the account number we should wire the money to. Yes.
And I just let you pull that out and I hand it to him. There.
Yes. Why is this Centauri Prime?
Sorry, wrong one.
Oh,
Sorry, I should get them made on different card types, make it easier to differentiate. My mistake.
Likely story.
All right. Yes, this is bank in Earthline space. Yes, I was worried because the transfer to Centauri Prime would take about 5 business days. But with Earth, we can do it in a day. Not bad. At worst. Yes. I will handle it immediately. If you have anything else, would you like to be returned to your spaceport, or do you want to spend the day in the city? San Diego is quite lovely this time of year.
Is there anywhere I can make communications to family members that is discreet that you would recommend?
Discreet. Discretion is it is something I understand. If you wish, you may use my personal communications console over there. It is as discreet as you can get without being a diplomat. Are you diplomat?
Certain family members have been. Unfortunately, that's not been my luck of the draw.
Then I am sure we can provide you better service than any commercial establishment outside of this office. Consider it a gesture of goodwill from IPX towards your crew. Yes. Mr. Morden has been sending us quite lovely letters commenting on your abilities as a crew, and hopefully we will be able to utilize your unique talents in the future. Now, this way, Mr. Cortas.
Thank you.
Mr. Malone, is there something you wish to do?
No, you know what? It's been a while since I've been here on Earth. I think I'm just gonna relax for a bit. I'll wait up with Landas. If you don't mind, I'd like to wait outside.
No, that's
Of course,
fine.
of course.
Something, I don't know. IPX is kind of... Outside would be better. It's been a while since I've had the hot sun.
Yes, the crew lounge is at your disposal while you stay here, and we examine the black box. And what is the word in English? Not interrogation, but the kind interrogation. Torture? No.
No.
As the debrief. Yes, we will debrief Mr. Morden on what he has seen with Icarus. Unfortunately, it is a loss of many $1 million. Not dollars, credits. I am stuck in the old way. You are lucky I am not talking in rubles anymore. Used to be talking in rubles for the past 10 years. I got over it and moved into dollar. But yes.
You know, it's funny. Your nation and our nation used to be at odds a long time ago.
No, so many nuclear weapons. I think we still have 10,000.
It's funny what something like, I don't know, an alien race threatening the entire Earth to bring us together finally once and for all.
And I just pike up and I go, our relations with your species has been nothing but friendly.
Of course. The Centauri have been most kind, providing us with the jump gate technology in the past. We in the Russian Federation Russian Consortium Federation broke down 20 years ago. I am so... I grew up in Federation, so it is... the Russian Consortium, yes. Going from Federation to Consortium. I would have never thought that to happen. What I am blabbering about. You have to make a call. You go make a call. I will go make work, and maybe you reach in few hours. Tops. Few hours tops. Bye bye.
Yeah, come get me when you're done, Landas. I'll be in the observation room, getting some sun.
Nuclear whistles. And Landas is given access to a communications console.
It's only real one family member that I'm going to contact because we're on the same kind of level peg at the moment. So I'm going to send a comm to Babylon 5 and just catch up and see how Fear's doing.
As you call towards the Babylon 5, it takes a few moments, and then the channel opens. There's a picture of an empty room, And then after a moment, Vera's head pops out from the side. Oh, Landas! Hi. What can I do for you?
Just calling just to clarify the situation that my fellow crewmates got ourselves involved in. We've got that cleared up. I'm currently at Earth. I think I might be coming back towards Babylon 5. Hopefully all that unpleasant business has been cleared up.
So that's good news. I hope you're doing well. Last I heard, you were taken into Earth custody for trials. I tried to plead with Ambassador, but
No.
But
Don't. It got cleared up. It was just the humans, they had to follow their procedures. There, I have no ill will against what they did. It's just a shame. I got caught up and I wasn't able to do those duties for the ambassador. That's
things are as they are. Not that I know. You don't happen to know where I can get star lasers? It's the ambassador is trying to get some. It's Babylon 5 doesn't have any. I've looked everywhere.
star lasers.
I know they're from Davo and Centauri Prime, but that's too far. And it takes too long to get them.
I'm planning on heading back from Earth. There might potentially be some. I'm sure there was. I remember reading something about some samples of some of our fauna being given, traded. I mean, because you have seen what's that human plant? Razzies? No.
Daisies?
Roses?
Yeah, I can't remember. You know, the red ones.
Tomatoes.
Nah. Carrots? Nah.
You sure?
Turnips,
I'm pretty sure it's
sure.
turnips. Turnips. Yes. That sounds familiar. The red turnips. Yes. Anyway, if you can find them, bring them here. The ambassador is very keen on getting some.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, but I think it's for a girlfriend.
Discretion is my middle name. What I would say though, Fear, is no matter where we get these star laces, if he asks where they came from Davro. No matter. Hold on. It's either Centauri they're going to come from. What's that? Because they're not native to Centauri.
Davo.
The sun is just beating down. It's getting me tired. I'm not thinking.
I was reading about the star lasers from, trying to find them. So I know, baby.
As you say, because they're going to be more prized if they're from Davo. They're not. No one's going to know the difference. There.
Okay. But if you can get those, it's even if the last ones that were on sale, Ambassador already bought and they're used up, can't use them again, and he paid a fortune for this.
If I can find them on this side of the border, I will bring them.
Okay. Well, I gotta go. The ambassador needs me. See you soon. How do you do this?
Take care, Fear.
And it shuts down, and now you are left there. What does Wesley and Femi, what are these two up to back on Jacaranda?
I will let Femi go first in his conspiracy. Not a conspiracy, he might just be having a cup of coffee.
Yeah. I'm writing an email to my psychor given wife. Just telling her work's gonna keep me away, but I'm near Earth. Does she need anything while I'm still here?
She does reply within just a 10 minutes window into the mail by calling you.
They want to talk to her, but I answer.
Femi, darling, you are near Earth?
Natalia. Yeah, currently doing a mission, but
Is there no chance
just wanted to
you
check
could...
in on you before.
Oh, is there any chance you could come home? I could cook your favorite meal? Just for dinner and a talk.
GM, how long do I have? Can I go home, have dinner, and come back?
We're on Earth, man.
I mean, yeah, but I'm like, you guys might be like, hey, we're leaving in 2 hours. Let's go.
Look, man, I can spend a lot of money for character development. This is what I like. So go have dinner with your wife.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
No, it's Spaceflix now, I think.
Spaceflix and chill.
Spaceflix and meditate. We're enlightened these days.
Well, anyway, I kind of rubbed my head back here. I was like, yeah, I'll be home for dinner.
Excellent. I'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm.
And the call ends. Meanwhile, Mr. Zadora.
Wesley will likewise be calling his family and discussing basically how he's been, how his reputation back home is, and how the recent election has affected his father's political position.
Well, considering that your father is well aligned with the previous president, Luis Santiago, who won the election,
Oh, excellent.
his position in the Earth political circles is stable. Has not climbed, but has not descended either. So he's doing rather well, and he thanks you for the tip about the investments into Centauri and Narn armaments industry, as there was a spike pretty quickly after the hint. So he transfers over a finder's fee of 10,000 credits to your personal account.
Thank you, Father. I will spend that on some champagne toasting you. Now, it's just more that now I'm back on Earth and we have secure communication. Is there anything I can do for the family? I know I'm currently on the outside after the weapons research incident, but you know why we had to do that.
Better not talk about that in the
Yes.
semi-open channels.
Yes. In fact, shall we meet in person? My crew is currently enjoying rest and recreation after a most placid and uneventful time.
Well,
yeah, I'd love to see you for lunch or dinner, and maybe bring sister along.
Well, we have not seen your new ship since it was renovated. We could come over, or if you rather prefer it, you could come to the ranch and we can have the dinner in open air.
Absolutely. No. Please come to the ship, and I'm sure the crew would love to see you, and my co-owners would be most impressed to make your acquaintance.
Well, in that case, I will have the chauffeur bring us over. Assuming your sister is willing to come. Otherwise, I will be there personally.
You know how she is. She might have a social engagement.
Yes,
As always.
of course. I will be in touch when I arrive. And the call ends. And at this point, Mr. Malone notices your IPX contact walking in. Good news. We are transferring over the 1.6 million credits to your account as we speak. The transfer should take a few hours, but the money should be there soon.
Oh, that's great, Ivan. That's good news.
Just as that's been said, I'm coming up and I'm coming back in the room and I go, did I hear money?
You Centauri. It's so amusing how well you hear money. But yes, 1,600,000 credits are being transferred to the account you provided. If you are interested in more jobs for the IPX, we do have a single transfer. We require a reliable crew for. It is a simple job. We have a dig on Ikarra that needs to be retrieved. Just some small number of materials. The dig will itself continue onwards, but we have a few artifacts that need transportation off planet, and your ship, I believe, is small in cargo, but it is comfortable, so it is suitable for our lead researcher to use.
This Ikarra, where is it exactly?
We will provide the coordinates. I do believe it is somewhere. Rewards from Centauri.
So if plans were to take us past Babylon 5, it's not taking us out the way. There.
No. You will have the Babylon 5 will be on its way. I believe. My apologies. While I do work for IPX, I am not the one who knows the 3D map of the galaxy. It is very confusing. But
no, it's just a family engagement. It's if I can make it, it's a lot better for me instead of having to make apologies again. I've missed a few of them.
Yes. Yeah, I understand completely. Family above all. We in the Russian consortium. Yes, I got it right. 2 for Ivan. Good
for you.
Yes.
Yeah, Ivan, is this a time-sensitive thing? We probably will.
Yes.
But,
yes.
like days for R&R.
I do believe it is time sensitive. The good doctor has requested the transfer as soon as possible. We prefer it to be a reliable crew, so we would like to send you. The job is quick. We will pay not as much as from the other 200,000 credits. It is I do believe sufficient for a simple go there, come back. Should cover expenses.
You want us to bring the stuff back here to Earth? Is that it?
Yeah, well, the doctor will explain further detail. Just go there and he will instruct you with the necessary arrangements from there on. He should be more than capable man of handling his own things. I am not privy to specifics on what he has found, so it might depend on which research facility it should go to.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. I think how soon do we have to give you confirmation? We will have to confer with a few of our other
Give us a couple of hours. We'll get back to you. Is what he's trying to say.
Just do it within the next 24 hours, and I will be satisfied.
That is definitely. I can promise we will be back with you. Within
This here is my personal number. You can call this whenever you need. You can add me to your contacts or whatever. Call me when you need me. I might call you when I need you. And if you do this mission good, we have more mission for entrepreneurial ships.
Of course.
Computer.
Was right, yes.
Computer, update Ivanovich's
Valenkov.
contact info. Linkum.
Valenkov.
Oh, Malinkov.
Valenkov with a V.
Vlankov?
Valenkov.
Lenkov. I got it.
That one.
Yeah,
yeah.
I do apologize that that syntax is that cinnamon is not in our language.
Yes, I understand. You English speaking people rarely get the Russian names right.
It's not even in Centauri.
They don't have V's in Centauri language.
Yes. In Russian language you have like 6 S's, so let's not go into that. You're just lucky I have a Valenkov as name. Ivan Valenkov, there is not a single S, and we have 6 of them. Try to explain that to people.
The USSSSSR.
Don't get me started.
Ivan, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you today. Sure.
Is that Zadora on the phone? Thank you, Captain Zadora. Yes. If you have anything else, call me. You have the limo. The limo. It will take you back to the spaceport if you need.
Yeah, sounds good.
If you want to stay and spend time on plant site, go ahead. But unfortunately, we will be needing the limo in about 2 hours. So.
Yeah, if they could just drop us off, that'd be great. You know what, Ivan? Before we take off,
Da?
I was wondering. I have a friend here.
Da?
Works at the IPX. I thought you might be able to say hello to him for me, if you don't mind.
All right. Who is it?
Do you know somebody? Elias Gray.
Elias Gray.
It's been a while since it's been a while since I've seen him.
Elias Gray. It makes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
yes,
going to say
yes,
a
yes.
word there. It's like I'm just going.
Elias
You know
Gray,
what? Don't worry about it, Ivan. If you don't know him, it's quite alright. Maybe I'll just drop him a letter or something.
Oh yes. I do believe Elias Gray. The name is familiar. I do believe he is over at the Indian branch at the moment. No. Could be off-world. I could be mistaken. I am not privy to the personal files. And I don't remember off the top of my head. Do you want me to check? I could try.
No, you know what? Don't worry about it. I just thought I might find him here. Maybe you could say a quick hello, but I'll drop him a line. I'll make sure to contact him when I'm good and ready. Thank you anyways, Ivan. You've been very helpful, and I appreciate it.
No worries, Colonel Malone. Have a nice day.
You too.
And of course, I just bow my head, go, Ivan.
Mr. Cortas. And he leaves you to do your thing, and the limo will take you to the spaceport. And says, I do believe the next stop is Mr. Zadora's family coming over just at the same time as Freja arrives with a transport of Noah and Landas.
Yeah.
So there is a bit of rush as there is only space for 1 shuttle in the hangar bay.
Certainly, Father, it's wonderful to see you. I'm sure we can wait and discuss matters while my crew docks here. I need to get it attached to the ship. cut down on those refueling costs.
I mean, technically, since they're coming and I'm leaving anyway, it should be like, doo, doo.
Well,
Have you ever been to San Diego? It's a busy airport.
more along the lines that your own ship only has the one hangar slot. That's the.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
since I'm leaving anyway, I take the shuttle. I'm like, all right, guys, bye.
So you
That's
arrange.
coming out of your personal expense account, Mr. Dran.
Femi,
We
where
all
are
still
you going?
split
Where
up.
are you going?
I'm sorry. I'm being confused. Are we meeting up with Zadora?
Yeah, so we're coming back onto the station. Second, we're back on the ship. Like Femi's going, yeah, Fraser, don't go. You're driving me off.
Yeah,
Before we can even say hello to Femi, right?
pretty much.
Freja and Femi leave on the Firoro. So it's a 3F journey. So it's bound to fail. Triple F.
Femi.
Boy,
But
that's why we need 3 A's. Triple A. It never fails.
Triple A
It will
for that
always,
credit rating.
Triple A will always bail you out. Brought to you, sponsored by.
very well. Wesley, why don't you introduce the crew to your father? Your sister is absent.
Oh, she had a cocktail soiree that she needed to go to. They're very pressing. Yeah, certainly. So there's a round of introductions, and how does my father look? My father looks a little bit like myself, but he's still got both eyes. So he is short, stocky, a little overweight. Looks a little bit like a mafia boss crossed with, a senior public official.
Wow.
So he
Shockingly,
looks as greasy as he can come, then. Okay.
Shockingly, Earth Alliance government is somewhat corrupt. I know it's a knock to us all, but so Father, these are my co-owners. This is Landas. He's someone I met during my time in Centauri space. He's very reliable and has connections with the Centauri military and particularly the Navy. His grandfather's an admiral, in fact. And this is Colonel Malone, an old friend of mine from the military days.
A pleasure to
Very
meet
nice.
both of you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Well, the Jacaranda has certainly gained some weight since I was last here. The common grounds seem a bit sparser than they were back when I used to own this.
We're a working ship now, Father. But you'll be pleased to see come to the stateroom. The liquor bar is intact, and I will have a member of the crew whip you up in something in what we like to call ship style. But we have these locally sourced microgreens to go with the salad, and I'm a proud son showing off part of my achievements to my father. It's meaningful to me.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, has your investments been in microbreweries all over the known galaxy?
Yeah, and this is the Drazi wine. It's got a very full bouquet. Rah 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 rah.
Yes,
Hey Wesley, would you mind reminding me of their names real quick? I was kind of.
Let me think. What was my father called? Well, I just called him Daddy, but he is Under Minister Eljanon Zadora.
Eljanon.
So he's the undersecretary, you said. There.
Yeah, he is the undersecretary to Worcester. What works in terms of plot development for you?
the Undersecretary of the Interior.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Landas is not even going to be calling him by the name. I'm just going to be,
Minister. Under Minister.
Yeah, it's going to be, Under Minister. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's like
Secretary. Undersecretary.
Oh, my apologies. Undersecretary. There. So, if you don't mind me inquiring, what does Undersecretary of the Interior, is it?
Yes, it is the prime. What's the English word? Me being not English speaking. The
They're in charge
f-
of.
the first adjutant. The first adjutant of the Secretary of Interior. So, in charge of making sure the Secretary of Interior is informed of the Inter-Earth Alliance infrastructure and all the things related to such projects. Jump gates, trade routes, construction of space stations, those sorts of things, as well as large terrestrial structures that are under no specific allied state.
Yeah, so he hands out a lot of roading contracts, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just go, it's such a job in my state. A lot of it's kind of hard to say.
Well, I would love to discuss this further, but I am on a tight schedule, and I would like to spend the time with my son while there is the time. Why we might be able to schedule a more long-lasting occasion in about 4 months. But before that, I only have the 2 hours to spend with Wesley.
Of course, family comes first.
Thank you for your consideration, Mr. Cortas. Wesley, why don't you tell us of your achievements? Tell me of your achievements, and basically this is the point where Wesley gets the opportunity to impress his father by regaling him with the stories of your many deeds with the Jacaranda.
As well as this is going on, I'm just making them up drinks there, just in the background.
Yeah. So what Wesley will do is he will relay most of what they have done to his father, because he trusts him implicitly and also looks to him for political advice, and it may be useful in the family's fortunes with regards to political maneuvering. But he will go very obliquely around the side court involvement.
What about the incident recalling the certain smiling lady? The Mona Lisa?
He will twist it. He will twist it as he relates it. He says, I've been somewhat. I'm sure you saw the news relating to the president's re-election. You know, I had a hand in that, but my achievement was snatched away from me by those scurrilous space security people in Babylon 5. You know, Father, can't we do something about them? They're far too independent, and I don't think it reflects well on the Earth Alliance that they are able to exercise this degree of control away from the central government.
It's just as he's saying that, I've taken away the drinks, I'm pouring new drinks, and as he starts getting into his tirade, I start just shaking the laughter, and I can like pop behind the bar, make it look like I'm like trying to find a bottle of drink, but you just hear like something like a few like cabinets shake as I'm literally holding on, trying not to piss myself. I'm just going.
This would be the point where Wesley proceeds with the role of persuasion to make himself look good towards the father. You may not use your social standing against him, as he is much higher in the ranking than you are.
You can do it. I believe in you.
That is a 5.
You've always been a disappointment, boy.
I must say that I must say I'm disappointed in you, son, that you are not able to tell me the truth of your failures.
Ouch.
Father, it's very delicate, and we wouldn't want you to be become overly involved.
And this independence of yours is, as you would put it, far too liberal. We will have to see about Babylon 5 and your personal independence in the near future. However, as the time draws near, I will have to adjourn. The cabinet meeting will not wait for me for too long.
Of course.
But I am expecting a lot more from you, Wesley, in the future.
I guess just before he goes, I just want to tap him real briefly in a metagame kind of way about IPX weapon research and see his reaction.
He as he's leaving, but you bring up this point, he goes
just quietly, like to one side, like not so it looks like I'm not discussing in front of me crew. It's something I've figured out myself, and just say, anything you can tell me. Mano.
He goes and says, "Do not get yourself involved with that," and then proceeds to leave for the shuttle.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Dran has been spending quality time with the family. We shall not delve deeper into this, for they are cycle secrets that no one should know of. And he arrives just handily.
That's what we're doing there. Yeah.
He handily arrives just in time to exchange with Wesley's father, as Mr. Undersecretary Zadora leaves. Mr. Dran and the other two Fs arrive. Firoro makes its way inside Jacaranda and releases the two people within the ship.
As this has all been going on, and after Zadora's dad just went away, I've discreetly made my way out without trying to say anything to Zadora or try to embarrass him there. I've been there, okay? So I'm not going to rub it in his face. I am then going to actually start making discreet inquiries about the potential ability of obtaining some star laces in Earth space, because they're expensive in Centauri Prime because they're priced for what they are. I'm hoping that the humans don't have the same obsession with them, and any that have been given away in culture exchanges, they're more.
Yeah, certainly. You may roll me either broker or streetwise. I believe those should be suitable skills for it.
Okay, let's have a look, see which one. Oh, so one was broker, you're saying? Oh, God, no.
The other would be streetwise. That would be the more clandestine opportunities.
I'm going to try broker, but I don't have it there, so what's this going to be?
So you could always ask help from one of the crew members. I do believe you have two people who are talented with these things.
I'm probably going to go... I'm just thinking who's got the more connections. I'm not going to bring Zadora into this just after what's happened. I don't want to be...
That leaves you with the one person.
I'm just going to go with... No, if it was guns, I'll go to him. Femi might know about flowers. I'll talk to him there. So as he's... as he's coming in, you'll find Landas there, and it's probably as contrite you've ever seen. And I'm just gonna go, Femi, do you know if there anything about star laces?
Do I know anything about star?
Probably not, since they are a Centauri specific luxury item. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just talking to Fear, and he's mentioned the ambassador is looking for star laces, and they're very expensive to get into Centauri space. From memory, I do remember that certain items, not just technology, but certain cultural items, were traded between our species. And I think there's a possibility that some sample of star laces might have been provided. If they are, they might not be treated as much of as a luxury item here on Earth as they would be on my home world, and they might be cheaper if they. It's just, if I get this for Fear, we can maybe make good to the Centauri. And if we can do it, it might be a simpler job than anything else we can do. It's a bunch of flowers. What's the worst that can happen for a bunch of flowers? I mean,
I'm pretty sure somebody in Earth history has gotten killed over flowers, but yeah. But I'm feeling very magnanimous right now, so I will help you.
Oh, thank you.
Someone got caught in a good mood. There's a little bit of
Yeah,
a
why are you
glow
whispering?
around Femi.
I'm just thinking, hold on, are you whistling?
I don't respond to him, and what do I need to roll?
That would be the broker check, I believe.
All right, is that a what? Intellect.
Yeah, intellect or education, as you go. It's up to you.
We're gonna do education. I'm really good at that. Roka, education. 13.
Thank you.
As you look to your contacts and go through all of the people you know, eventually you do find a trader with a supply of star lasers available.
Find the maker.
It's a small auction, selling a stack of star lasers as a Centauri curiosity. They are currently going on the bid for 13,000 credits, and it's literally the only one you could find in the Earth Alliance.
I'm just going to Femi and I go, I think we need to buy these. I don't have any Earth credits. Everything I have is in Centauri ducats.
Well, they
We
are
just
very.
got paid 26, didn't we?
Okay, well, I figure we're going to have to take out of my share because this is for me. In that case.
You said 13,000?
Yeah.
Yes. For
I'm hating the fact that I'm having, if I can ever defray. Zadora's always the one definitely talking about defraying the costs. I just secretly do it. I don't try to make it obvious I'm defraying the costs. Yeah. I'm going to take it out of my cut off the profits.
Well, yes, the auction is 13,000 credits, and it actually closes with your bid of 13,000 credits.
Thank great maker, thank goodness.
So, yay, you now have the entire Earth supply of star lasers. They're just a pickup away from the Earth Dome. Earth Dome Botanical Research Laboratory, where they are selling the excess star lasers to support their endeavors in Geneva. So all that remains is to pick them up and transfer them before they go rotten.
Yes, I'm gonna.
And
Right.
indeed, the entire package is 10 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a lot of flowers, man.
Oh, it comes with the soil they are planted in.
Yeah.
They are obviously intended for further cultivation by somebody who loves alien flowers.
I mean, I guess technically we could put some in the botanic. Can we put some of those in our thing?
I need
In our
my
cargo
oregano and micro lettuce.
No, like we have the thing where we're making food.
Or a
Could we,
botanical garden.
yeah, like a little section for these, and you could have them in case an ambassador who likes the ladies, or likes the ladies, I don't know why the quotations, who likes the ladies.
If there's anyone, male, female, trans, queer, transgender, that you want to impress the door, if we have some spare, you can give them.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure this is not the last time the ambassador's going to be like, I need,
We could be his private florist. There we go. That's always good to have a side hustle, even in travel.
Yeah.
Let's pay
Of course.
25,000 credits to go over there to pick up some sideflowers.
On that note, Worcester, could I roll real quickly, now that we're stopping over at Earth, what is hot on Earth that they're probably lacking on Babylon 5 Station if we're making the trip? Might as well. Defray costs.
Good point.
Real coffee.
Just give me a real quick summit to roll, just so we can
So,
continue.
That would be the broker roll, actually.
Yep.
why do I get the feeling that it's going to be coffee, real steak, linguine?
Absolutely. Everybody likes a linguine.
Yeah,
Espresso
everybody
machines are
likes
hot
the
right now,
linguine. Linguine and fresh coffee. That is all that they need. Everything
Yeah.
else they have.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Zadora to actually then see like the Italian ingredients getting listed at high priority is for a certain Mr. Garibaldi.
Yes, there is requirements for salami and such items. Linguine, pasta.
Garlic, I think, was another one.
Well, anyway, those of you more culinarily involved would know that this is a recipe for bagna cauda.
Perfect. We buy. How much space do we have in our ship?
I do believe about 10 tons.
Yeah,
10
tons.
tons of linguine.
Come on.
I feel like this is a horrible
Yeah,
idea.
if you want to cover costs, you're gonna have to transport in bulk, not in small doses.
Look, we have this unused cargo space. Let's do something high quality, like
West
extra virgin olive oil. That is what they like in Babylon 5.
I'm just asking, would it be smart to figure out what they need in Babylon 5, call a place in Babylon 5 is like, hey, we're here, and we could, deal.
That was essentially what the role was for.
Well,
He's figuring out what the demand is on Babylon 5, and that's combined his searching attributes and his ability to make a deal.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
So
Okay.
after reading this wonderful book, let me see if I can. Is it anywhere I can see it now?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, auto linking is still popular in the 24th century. You know,
We,
instead of
nothing but
Machiavelli.
chickpeas all the way down, man.
no, before
Oh, I
we
know.
start,
It's the art of the deal.
After reading one of these,
Oh my god.
Wesley is quite confident in his abilities to make a deal. And
Oh,
he makes a deal.
fuck, we're going bankrupt, guys.
We're
Okay,
gonna
okay.
buy.
I
We're
would
gonna
like
buy
us
a
to,
linguine, and Babylon 5 is gonna pay for it.
no, I would like
Oh
us to
my
split the money before he buys all this pasta.
Yes. Anyway,
Not just us. Yeah.
Anyway, he makes an investment, let's say for 10 tons of supplies. That would be 50,000 credits.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
50,000 credits of, foodstuffs, mainly.
Okay.
The thing is that people will always eat things. So food is good. Food is a good investment. Somebody will always eat it. If no one else, the rats. And there is essentially this cargo shuttle that brings it in and leaves. At some point, you have to fiddle around, but yeah, you have 10 tons of linguine and miscellanea. Italian foodstuffs, mostly frozen. And yes, you have 10 tons worth of food. Fresh, mostly fresh food. Stocked up in your cargo bay. Hooray!
Perfect.
And now, all of them are stamped with the Laughing Dragon transport company.
Well,
All right.
I didn't order Chinese.
Yeah, well, it's anyway. The receiver is the Laughing Dragon trading company that takes the shipment.
Go. Do we have more that we want to do on Earth before we depart, guys?
Yeah. We have got a mission. IPX wants us to go pick up some more artifacts and drop them off. They'll pay us 200,000 credits for it. It's an easy peasy one. A lot easier than the last one we just took.
We've got the confirmation of where we're going. So when we're looking up on the map, have we actually confirmed that Icarus on the way to Babylon 5 so we can drop all of this off and then go to Ikarra? Did we get that confirmation?
That I believe is an astrogation check.
Okay. So I'm going to say, well, the place that we were told about is this place called Ikarra. I'll be honest, I've never heard of it.
Oh, you know, I don't listen to much pop music these days.
It's
Dugar.
not.
Is it Dugar? That's no, it is
No.
here.
Well, who's doing the rolling?
Here. Oh, never mind.
Femi, maybe? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, if
The guy
it's
with
Fear.
pay, perhaps.
I care.
Here,
I don't care.
FDR.
Fear will roll for you. Fear is like, whoever you were talking to, lied. Ikarra is the exact opposite from Babylon 5.
right.
So,
Just my luck.
yeah, that is the thingamabob there. So you have to choose which way to go if you want to do this.
The food will keep. I'll
Yeah.
take care of the flowers. If we go to Ikarra, maybe, because as Ivan said to us, the doctor will give us our instructions. We don't know where we're going to go. I didn't promise Fear anything. All I promised Fear was that I will make inquiries. If he asks, I can just say, I never found them.
No, you could just say, hey, yeah, we got some. And we could drop them off after we do the thing.
Yeah. This is the thing. I don't know. Fear's looking for a favor at the moment. There might be a monetary reward afterwards, but that is a definite money thing at the moment
200 C's is pretty good.
for a simple courier job.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh yes, I'm sure it will be a milk run.
All right, all in favor of taking this IPX job?
Well,
Femi, thoughts on this?
I just get a bad feeling about.
Femi, you say that about everyone you deal with. You said that you had a bad feeling when you met me.
And I have been 100% right every time.
And exactly my point. If his bad feeling is that he was going to put me in blessed happiness of a marriage, he's definitely wrong about that. If
I
he was-
mean, when I met you, you really wanted her. Just gonna throw that out there.
You know what? I don't mind going either one. It's only 200 Cs. We're 3-1 right now against. We'll see
Like I
where this
said,
goes.
we can go, but just be warned. I have a bad feeling.
I say, no matter who you work with, let's be honest, if we were to do work for the Centauri government or the Narn government or even the Earth government or the Minbari, yeah, I would say always watch our back.
Yeah.
The people I'm willing to trust at the moment, and I'm willing to save in this, is in this room.
Yeah, I trust you guys. Even you, Femi. I know me and you butt heads every once in a while, but I know you got my back and I got yours.
Yes.
Right, so it's decided then. We're gonna take this mission. Let's make the contacts, find out the info, and go from there.
But I will suggest that we like restock and make sure
Look,
we have
we
everything.
have all of this flesh, linguine.
No.
We don't want to see another Italian meal by the end of this mission.
Hold on. Fresh!
Yes.
Look, it's fleshish.
I was saying, like weapons, basic things we need because, last time we were going to Babylon 5 and I killed a bunch of people. Not saying I'm doing that again. I'm just throwing out that things could happen.
If you're looking for weapons, you can either go to Malone, his room's an armory, or you can talk about Zadora because he seemed to nick half the weapons being developed on Centauri Prime the last time he was there.
You know what?
No.
Femi's got a good idea, though. I wouldn't mind getting us all a little bit more armor. We got a little bit of cash. I think we ought to do it. Invest in that time.
I feel like we should split what we made. Well, first, pay the month's rent, pay the crew, and then we split whatever's left between the four of us, and then buy the things we deem necessary.
In terms of doing this, let's do it in downtime.
Yeah,
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yep.
yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying that we should
We
definitely do that
can.
before we.
Yeah.
We can definitely have you do the shopping between. There is a
Do shopping
problem.
montage.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
No. Let's just say we do it, and
Yeah.
then over the course of the week, we will figure out what it
Yeah.
is we've actually done.
Yep. Let's say you have a maximum of 30,000 credits you can spend retroactively. So if a thing comes that, okay, I think I need this, you can just, I bought this, and your maximum is tech level 9 from Earth.
Okay.
You have not unlocked any special supplies except for Femi. Femi already has those special supplies, so.
I like the way you think, Bruce. Yeah.
And whatever Centauri tech I have, which is at a slightly higher level.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not available on Earth.
I know. There's some I do
Sadness.
have on myself already, though.
Yeah,
But I won't be.
I would
But
I would actually say that Femi can buy personal items of tech level 10 from his special suppliers. But obviously these are items.
Yes, of course.
my thinking is I have had the browse of what's on there, and I'm just going with I can get better on Centauri Prime. I'll leave it till I get back there.
Yes. Alright. Very well then.
I mean, but-
you decide to
So
go
we're gonna
forward.
contact his. Yeah, let's contact his doctor,
Not the doctor, you're supposed to contact
Ivan.
Ivan.
Ivan. Ooh.
And I would just say it better be you or me that contacts him. He doesn't know the others.
Yeah, you or me. Let me give him a call. I got his number here, anyways.
This is Ivan.
Ivan, this is Colonel Malone. We spoke earlier.
Malone. Oh, good to hear from you. So what is the news? Are you going to take the job?
Yes, we are. We talked it over and we're very excited to take this opportunity.
Very sure,
Let's set
very
this
sure.
up.
Very
Give us
sure.
a date.
I will be sending you coordinates towards the towards Ikarra. We will send you the hyperlane route. You should be able to complete this mission in a relatively short time. Let me just put it on the computer. A stupid machine. Whatever is Amiga.
Here, stand by to receive this transmission.
Just a little bit. I will access the computer as soon as I. What is my password? And as he fiddles around with the thingamabob of the computer, he finds the right window to do it in. No, over here. Let's see. We'll need to take there and there and there. Okay. So we'll provide you with hyperspace coordinates. Yes, it is showing. Oh, yes. Towards. No, it is not showing. Let's see. You go to Deneb, and from there you go to Zafran. From Zafran you go to Thetonic. I will not attempt to pronounce that. From there you go to Kandar, or Kandahari, whatever, and from there you go to Ikarra. That should be your route, and it should be available for you in a matter of moments. Why is this not showing? It is rather annoying. I am paying top dollar for this stupid program. Start doing it, math. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jumps. This is a rather. Yes. Finally we are seeing some shit. Good. Let me see if I can actually show you the route.
Oh yeah, there we go. Some more stuff is showing up. How about this, guys? Look at this.
Yes, Ikarra. You can see it all down there, towards away from Earth. Yes. Oh, it is not towards Babylon 5. Oh, I have made mistake. Please forgive me.
It's no big deal.
This job is with the route we take. I will give you hyperspace coordinate. It is very good. Should take you approximately 16 days to there and 16 days to back.
A full 30 days, huh?
32. Who counts?
32, yeah.
And whatever time you spend there. If you can stock up supplies to go there and back on straight, that will save you time. Otherwise, you will have to make pit stop on the way. The last.
What about jump costs? Jump costs. Is that covered by you guys then?
Jump cost. Yes. We sent you the hyperlane route. It has the required access codes and terminals for the jump cuts. They will be covered by IPX for this leg of the journey. When you come back, you call me when you need more mission. The doctor will take it from here. Right?
Yeah. Speaking of which, Doctor Whom?
Oh, once Hendrix will send you information in attachment. No, not that one. Sorry,
We get his holiday snaps as a PDF or something.
You get pictures of a cat. It's
Cat videos.
Could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Yeah, it's a Russian blue.
Oh no, it's Piano Cat. Russian Piano Cat.
Yes, it is.
Russian Piano Cat plays beautifully and has been playing since it was a kitten.
Yes. You contact when you get there. You contact the plant site. Dr. Vance Hendricks will be handling the arrangements from there towards the proper research station. Yes. That is all I have for you. Do you have any questions at this point?
No, Ivan. I guess if I got any questions midway, I'll just give you a contact if that's all right.
Yes, I do believe the last chance for your contact would be the Thenoct system, I believe. After that, it is not inhabited worlds, only dead worlds. So you may want to be careful with how much food you pack with you. It might be a boring journey if you only pack emergency rations. I know they save space, but after 5 weeks, even I get tired of potato.
Don't worry, a friend of ours is taking care of the food situation.
Wonderful, wonderful. And just make sure you have room for items. I do not know exactly how much, but I was told to reserve 10 tons of cargo space for artifacts.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about that. You know what? Should we contact Dr. Lance Hendricks immediately?
Lance Hendricks, with the V again. Again with the V. I suppose it is my accent. Pronouncing things makes V sounds different in English. Yes, once Hendricks will be there, expecting you. Unfortunately, there is not a communication device that is able to reach the planet from all the way from here. So you do not have contact with him until you reach the place. If you have any questions to him, you have to wait until you reach Ikarra.
Sure.
The system should be enough. As long as you're on the right side of the planet, the message should get. Did they have a satellite? Probably not, since we don't have a message. Anyway,
You know what, Ivan? We'll take care of it. We'll improvise where we need to. You could count on us.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. I remember that series. It was a good one.
That is correct.
Yes.
My father taught me to live by those words to this day. You run across a problem, improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yes, that is a good one, good one. And so in Soviet Russia, they said, fuck you. If you have any question, I am still here. You can contact me as long as you are in communication range up to 10 Titlan, whatever Titlan. Yes. You would think Russian would know how to pronounce it, but it is not an Earth world.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Ivan. You're doing great. All right. Well, if that's the case, then I think we're all done here. We'll get back to you when we're in about 32 to a little bit over 30 days and get back to you then.
Хорошо. До свидания, комрад.
Auf Wiedersehen. Out. Yes, I know that was the wrong language.
I wasn't sure if I should say anything, mate. You know, I'd be like, hey.
Yeah. As they're gonna do that, I'm going with. As our plans have changed, I am gonna have to make a call to Fear. I think I'm going to have to try and make arrangements to see if we can get these star laces to them by other means instead of us directly curing them.
Yes.
No,
My
sure.
advice would be
Do what you gotta do.
courier it and have him cover costs.
Because we're not going to be doing that, I'll say to Fear he can take the cost out of the pay, and send us the rest as a finder's fee for finding the items. I've already taken the cost of it. I'm paying for them out of my own share of the profits from the previous run. So there's no ship cost to you guys.
Yes.
So I'm going to make the call to Fear. There.
We'll just let me see.
Probably be 1 o'clock in the morning for him.
Yeah, Veer is not answering his call.
Send him an email.
I am just gonna hit him again. I'm gonna give it maybe a couple hours and then I'll hit him again there, even if it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me.
Do you want to arrange for the transfer of the star laces meanwhile?
Yeah, I'm gonna organize the star laces to be stored in an actual appropriate facility, okay, with instructions that when this, that they're to be released to the courier for the Centauri embassy on Babylon 5 when they arrive.
I mean, the Spaceflix will make a what's I call it a 5-day delivery promise for 50,000 credits for any shipment to Babylon 5, and a week promise is 10,000 credits to any delivery of this size.
I'm gonna go to them and actually say,
SpaceX.
yeah, SpaceX. I'm just gonna go to them and say, the quicker you can get these to Babylon 5, the better.
Alright, so you want the ambassadorial package, which is as quick as we can get, and that is the 50,000 credits. Babylon 5 is within the 5-day zone, and your package seems to be light enough to be carried out immediately. It should reach Babylon 5 within 5 days, or your money back guaranteed.
And damages, if there was any damages, these are very delicate.
Then you get 50k back. It's guaranteed.
Of course. We will handle it in fragile and environmentally controlled units.
Can I have that in writing in both English and in Centauri?
I is sending over the official documents as we speak. They should be attached to this call.
Thank you.
Just press the biosample analyzer on your communications console when you agree to the terms and conditions, and we will arrange for the shipment from here on out.
I'm just giving a quick scan in English, and I'm then doing the quick scan in what I know in Centauri. They're not doing any legal final. They're up and up, and it's all up and up. That's
Give me an advocate check with a -2 penalty for being quick about it.
Yeah, I don't have advocate, so I'm assuming it's going to
Be -5 total. Oh, actually, if you don't have advocate, that's going to be raw intellect roll with a -5.
Okay, so just put a -5 modifier.
Yep.
Okay, -5. Don't put it as -50, John.
Yep, they seem to be on the up and up.
Alright.
In both languages.
I'm gonna. No, I'm happy with that, and then I'll put my fingerprint against the screen there. And that
Yes. Then there is a message going. Sir, unfortunately, your credit rating is not allowing this purchase.
Hold on. Just give me a second. Is this, just out of curiosity, is this against the credit rating I've got on Earth? Then.
Let me check on that. No, this appears to be the credit line given you by the Centauri Banking Association.
Right.
Go for the 10,000.
Right. Just out of curiosity, is there enough to cover the 10,000? There.
Yes. Please swipe your finger against the bio
Sure.
analyzer. No, it has been declined again, sir.
What?
Yes, I am not your bank. You might want to contact
course.
the Bank Association office on Earth.
Can you give me a moment? I'll double check, see what's going on there. And I go off, and I'm going to actually be calling up their represent our branch of Centauri Bank I've got.
Yep.
You need to borrow money, man. You know, what sponsor?
This
Yeah,
is
they-
great.
I
I love this so much.
I want it to be, if I fucked up so much that my family's cut me off. This is what I'm double checking.
I feel like that might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you're checking up the Bank Association after about an hour in the line waiting for a response, there is a reply from
Yes.
the bank, which essentially states that your account has been overdrafted. They are currently forbidding any new purchases until the balance has been equaled out.
I'm just gonna go. What was the? Can you tell me what the last purchase was and where?
There is a rather sizable purchase on Centauri Prime. It appears to be real estate of some sort on an island resort. It appears.
I told her not to buy it until I got back. Thank you. I will see to arrangements when I can of sorting out the overdraft. I do apologize for my earlier attitude to you. I do really apologize.
Yeah, no worries, sir. As it is, the purchase of the villa in Selini is going to cost you about, if you want to get the credit rating back to usable order, about 250,000 credits.
Is that a month or is that one-off payment? That's what
that is to get your situation to where we actually will
your
be able to
balance
issue
due
you
is.
a loan.
I just wanted to make sure, just to clarify and make sure. So 250, and that will put us back square at the moment.
Yes.
Until she buys something else again. The hack.
Yes, sir.
You said for costs, is it?
Is there anything else I can help you with, Mr. Cortas?
Unless you can marry my wife off to someone else and make her a financial drain to the poor sucker, no, you can't. Good day. to you. And again,
Unfortunately, no.
my apologies for my attitudes.
I thank you for your apologies and hope you resolve the situation with your family.
Yes. I am definitely going to get in contact with Fear there. Because it's his sister that is...
Okay, you try to call Veer, but he's not answering the call.
Do you need us to pay for the FedEx, man? Just say, just ask.
I am going to contact...
Landas, we're kind of on a tight schedule here.
Yeah, I'm going to contact all the other ship owners, and I'm going, this is embarrassing. My beloved wife has decided to buy some property on Selini without consulting me, and she's maxed out my credit. Are you gentlemen? It's going to take 10,000 to get these to Fear in 7 days, or 50,000 in 5 days.
10,000, 10 days, 50,000, 5 days.
Oh, sorry, 10,000 for 10 days, 50,000 to get it there in half the time.
Well, why don't we just give you a loaner of 10,000? I mean, we have good party funds, right?
Zadora got $10,000 from his father, so he is just going to give it to you in cold hard cash. Actually, did my father give me a suitcase just full of like 10,000 credits?
No, he wired it.
Guys, cash is virtual now. This is the future. There is no more suitcase full of paper money. It's virtual. This is how everything gets paid. You stick your thing into a thing and you go, okay, all the money's been removed.
Yes, no more of these.
What about
no
gold
more
ingots?
papers.
That has value, yes. And so do paintings. But paper money, as we know it, is no longer in existence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go No, thank you. It's like, I think it's going to be less embarrassing. Do you mind, Zadora, making the call to the shipping company instead of me having to do it again? I'm already being
Yeah,
embarrassed.
absolutely. Yeah, I get on the blower and I sort out the ship. Let me know what I have to roll for. I just get it done. Yes, hello. I'd like to ship some flowers to a fiance and the Babylon 5 Centauri embassy.
Oh yes, of course.
Make sure it arrives intact. It's our anniversary.
Oh, very well, very well.
Just blah blah blah.
Okay. Well, it's the same pricing. 45,000 for 5-day delivery, or 10,000 for 10 days delivery.
Oh, certainly. Yes, 10 days should do it.
Yes, of course. It is guaranteed to be there in 10 days. And give us the information on the package. Where will it be fetched, and where shall it be delivered? And we will handle it for you.
Perfect. Look, no need to put a message with it. I like to surprise them. So just the package to the the relevant details.
Yes, of course. We will handle it henceforth. Thank you very much for your business.
Yep. Okay. Landas, that is how you deal with people over the phone.
Maybe on Earth, not on Centauri.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go and I'm gonna send a quick, just instead of trying to contact Veer in real time, I'm just gonna send him a video message, and it's gonna be, Veer, I've found some star laces for you. I am sending it by courier. It should be in Babylon 5, hopefully still fresh, within 10 days. Please give your dear sister, my beloved wife, my kindest regards and my deepest thanks for our new property on Selene. And I will be talking to her about that.
Well, your message is sent without an issue. Now, just for future reference, I would like you, Landas, to roll me 3d6 and try to get it under 7. This is to see whether the package is received in time.
Oh crap. So right. So hold on, let's just roll this.
I mean, do you want us to go kill your wife, man? We might know a guy.
Yeah,
I might know a guy.
honestly, I'd do it for free.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
That's your. How many wives do you have? Just one?
Just the one. Thankfully.
So what does a 12 give him? Like, how long does that take?
Yes. Well, you will not find out about it, but you will get the refund for 10,000 credits.
Oh,
So looks like Beer's getting them from Dalvo. There.
Yes, they will have to have another source of star lasers than yours. And unfortunately, the 13,000 you spend on the flowers themselves is a sunk-in investment. There is no purchase for those, but you get the 10,000 for the delivery back because the shipment is actually late. It takes 12 days for the shipment to reach Babylon 5, and they promise 10-day delivery.
Yeah.
And luckily for you, there isn't even a the force majeure, which allows them to not pay you the 10,000 back either.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, your next part of the plan is to make your way towards Ikarra.
Jumps, jumps, jumps.
There will be several jumps towards this world of yours.
Little John is a renowned astrogator, you know.
Luckily for you, you are actually paying a proficient astrogator to take you, and since you have been given quite specific information, what to do, where to go, how to go, and when to go, they are quite easy jumps. It's merely a matter of time to get there. And the time is 16 days. Which means you should be at about March 27th of 2258 when you arrive to Ikarra, the dead world. And since you are probably spending as much as you can of the fresh linguine on your way there, unless, of course, no, you did not specify a detour, so yes, you're just eating Italian food until you're bursting.
Man, no, I'm hungry.
Them
We
carbs
cooked
are
for lunch.
hopefully linguine.
No.
You make it to Ikarra, the world where the sun is still shining, but the surface of which is covered in various deserts. There is little to no life on the surface.
I'm standing on the bridge when we get there, and I'm just
Ooh.
going.
Actually, before
Mhm.
you have time to rank up skills on this journey, since you completed the
Nice.
mission. Each of you gets to do the usual, which is you get to rank up a skill from none to 0, from 0 to 1, or get a training session for skill training that is higher than 1. Or starts at 1 and goes to higher than 1. Yes.
Oh boy, putting us on the spot already. I don't know what to choose.
And just put it in your memo that you can choose. This is the part of the journey where you do it. So perhaps it will be relevant information later.
I think the way my character's looking at it, he's very annoyed with a certain lady in his life. And he's been working, he's literally assembled the best he can of basically a certain, a target, and he's been practicing his actual sword strokes on that.
He's been stabbing an effigy made out of linguine boxes.
With a printed off picture of my wife's face on it there, you know.
Femi's just been training his telepathy.
So can I then, because I'm doing that, can I then increase my level from... Right, so because I've already got blade weapons 1.
Yeah, that means you get 1 training session under your belt, and when that reaches 2 training sessions, you raise from 1 to 2.
Right.
And 3 sessions from 2 to 3, and so forth.
Alright, okay. So that's just a trade. So I'll put in my memo that I've done more training sessions and count it towards that. Okay.
Yeah, there should be under training in the character sheet for a skill. So I think it's on the front page. Let me see. Yeah.
Under prime sections.
On the character sheet should be in the prime and study period. Yes, on the top right.
Ah, right. Okay. See it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Malone, what are you doing on our trip? Is it more pumping iron or?
No, you know what? I think I'm going to talk to the crew and get to know them. Work on my persuasion. In fact, I'd like to talk to the Drazi, if at all possible. Got some
Who?
very important questions to ask him.
the who?
Yeah.
Our droid rider.
Frugar, I believe it is.
Freja.
Freja, sorry.
You're Drazi. It's a Z,
That's
not
what
an
I'm
X.
talking
Yes.
Caught me
Freja.
off guard because I had the wrong page. I was looking at the wrong page.
Yes. Right. You want to get closer to the pilot.
Yeah, ask a couple of war story questions, and more importantly, I'm very curious what your females look like. Do you even have females? I don't think I've ever seen one. How's that whole work? I mean, I don't mean to be weird or anything. It's just I'm very curious.
Oh well. The Freja tells you that the females are pretty much the same as the males, so an outsider will have difficulties telling them apart. They lay eggs, so that's also part of their reproductive cycle. Sometimes they incubate such things, and other fascinating details. And Freja is more than happy to share war stories with Noah. Unfortunately, Freja only seems to have 2 of them.
That's
Nah,
fine.
I'm kidding. He has more war stories than you actually would imagine.
Wow.
Freja has the feeling of a young person, but seems to have countless war stories of flying the Drazi Sunhawks into countless battles. You didn't even know Drazi had that many battles in his in Freja's lifetime.
Wow. Nice. All right. I like that. That's what Noah does.
Yeah, that's no. Oh, before I forget, training stats actually works pretty similar way as skills. You raise a stat from X to Y. You pay the Y cost in training sessions. So raising
We could do that too. Stats instead of skills.
Yes, I have forgotten to mention that because that's a house rule, and I'm a scatterbrain. If you haven't noticed.
Oh.
I'm going to talk about this one later because,
Psionics cannot be trained.
well, no, it's something else.
Okay, we're gonna talk about something else soon. Soon, I tell you.
Yeah.
Guys, is it questions? Is this not right now?
Okay. Noah's been training speaking. Landas is stabbing. Effigies. And Zadora is...
Zadora has been hitting his law texts from school because he has found himself on the wrong side of several Earth Alliance legal arguments in the last few months, and he would like to correct that. So,
Yeah, let's stay a lawyer, not a art major.
yeah. I should have done law. I should have been a plumber. Yeah, so that's from nothing to 0 for advocate.
Yeah, definitely. You gain basic understanding of Earth Alliance law. It's easy enough during this trip from Earth to Ikarra. And now you are orbiting the dead world. Yes, also Fear, yes, everything F, is your sensor operator, and he's looking at the sensors going, Captain, we seem to have a wreckage on orbit.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What?
A wreckage, it appears. It's orbiting Ikarra.
A frigate, did you say?
A wreckage, as in
wreck-
lots of small pieces of a thing. A debris, yes.
Any life signs?
None. It is too small to be a ship, though. But it is recent, as they are still... they have not fallen anywhere. Their trajectory is too wild to hold the course for longer than a year.
I'm just gonna go scan it, log it.
Oh, already done that. That's what you pay. No, that's not what you pay me for, but that's what I do for a hobby. I like to
Guys,
scan
should we
things.
go investigate this?
I would estimate the weight of the object to have been at about 2,000 to 5,000 pounds.
But I forget how much a ton is. 1,000 pounds?
No,
Two
a
thou-
pound. It's 1,000 kgs, and there's about 2.2 pounds to a kg, so 2,200 pounds is about a ton.
4,000 pounds is a long ton. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, long ton was 2,000 pounds, and 1,000 pounds was a short ton. Something along those lines. Silly Americans sticking to such measurements.
Yeah. We've heard the spiel before. We know how this
I don't
works.
deal with tons a lot in my line of work, okay, guys?
Not even in your bank account.
Just ounces of.
Anyway, should we go investigate this thing?
We should, and we should leave it for next session, mate.
Well, before as you are making your way towards the debris, there is a jump signature forming up nearby.
Ooh, I knew it.
The vortex opens, and Fear goes, I don't recognize the silhouette. And at the same time, there is a communications coming in. Fear opens it intentionally or accidentally, and there's, this is Dr. Vance Hendricks. Whoever you are, hope you can defend yourself. And then your sensors are telling you weapons lock detected.
Nice.
Yep.
And this is
Dun,
the
dun,
end of this
dun.
session.
Huh?
I should have kept my mouth shut.
Like, oh,
I blame you for this. I blame it. None of us could have predicted it.
Femi, he's got a bad feeling about it. It's okay.
Yeah, I
What
think I
does he
said.
know, you know?
Yeah, I think I said. What's the worst that can happen on a simple curio?
Here's what I'm noticing a trend. We take a mission that's like, 100,000 credits, no big deal. I get shot 3 times. We take a mission like, this one's worth 1.5 million. We get there, nothing bad happens. We take another mission. This one's 200,000. Oh, we're boned.
Yeah.
Okay, only high ticket missions from now on. If we're gonna get shot at, we want to get paid.
Guys, we're all next. Next, find out what happens next Saturday at 8.
Local stupid
At the
opportunity.
same Bab channel, the same Bab time.
Freaking love it. Nice one, Wooster.
Okay.
Guys, das ist gut.
Yes, we're on next Saturday, next week, same time, 8:30 GMT PM and 3:30 EST PM. So this is a weekly show every week except 9th of March.
March somewhere around there.
9th of March.
8th and 9th.
9th of March.
Yeah, that's we're going to be off doing our own things. Some of us have family obligations. Some of us will be doing something
Some of
else.
us are going to a sick ass concert. It'll be fucking great.
Yeah, and yes, since we've been doing this since what was it, 13th of January, I think by March we have earned a Saturday off. Don't you agree? Otherwise, hope you enjoyed this show. Those of you who liked it, please follow, subscribe, tell your friends, and especially go to our YouTube channel and like those videos.
Yeah.
Because how else are we gonna know you love us if you don't
We must
show us?
we must remind them of the podcast, as always.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So just confirm to Blinkthing Poop. Next session will be on the 23rd of
Yeah,
February.
that's why I was talking about it. But yeah, next session is next Saturday. No offense talking over you, but yeah. Also, we should be talking about the podcast, and also, I'm considering starting a new campaign to hold on European weekday afternoons. So afternoons or evenings, so people can watch during Euro times, live podcast. While not being engaged in all the weekend activities. So it will be. I am assured I will get a streaming time because no one else is streaming during that time. But the question is, what should I be running? Do you guys want more Babylon 5 content? Would you prefer Star Trek? Something fantasy, perhaps? Or other options? I will be making a poll on it.
Burning Wheel.
Yeah, in 60 seconds there will be the draw. We're gonna be we are gonna be talking here, doing a mini podcast until the next group, Hemlora group, is ready to start in about 28 minutes, give or take.
Okay.
So, guys will be. God damn it, Frog Scanner!
Yeah, if Frog Scanner's going to be doing that, then I don't think anyone wants me involved, so I'll be out.
So clue me in. I cannot read Twitch chat, so I'm sure the comments are on point, but...
Adventures of Worcester.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Of course, Whimsy will then just be doing his entire session from his bed. There. If you do a wee bit of a donation, he'll do a wee bit of a nip slip for the people.
Look, man, we need to get to Super Bowl levels of viewership before I have a wardrobe malfunction.
So here you have it.
Callback.
Here you have it. Wesley, or more likely Whimsy, has a price tag.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he is for sale.
In euros.
It's called an audience. He wants the biggest one he can get.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm gonna be going to Strawball, making a one of those straw polls, so people can vote on what is the game gonna be. I'm not gonna be talking about dates because I have to figure that out on my own. Unfortunately, it's gonna be dependent on when I actually can get a group of gamers to stream with. I'm gonna be interviewing people on our Discord. Should be down there. Info on how to join the Discord and apply for the game. We're gonna have the poll up for next week, so you have a week to answer the poll. And after next week, during next week's podcast, I will be announcing what game will be held, and then I will start the vetting process for our potential gaming buddies who are gonna be playing the weekly games. Hopefully it will be weekly. Other than that, you guys talk while I write things.
Yep.
Champion, I'm gonna get a coffee because I've been up since the ungodly hour of like 7:30 this morning. Yeah, it was like I don't know. I woke up at 7:30. The sun peeked through my curtains because it's summer down here in the southern hemisphere, and fucking woke me up. So I need to be fueled by caffeine. I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I gotta use it.
I feel it's funny that he thinks 7:30 is early.
Yeah. What time's your son's been waking you up at the moment?
Yes.
6?
He wakes me up at like, about 6:37 every day. Like, that's normal time. So.
I'll give you a laugh. My eldest nephew had this tendency. If they literally had to black out his windows because the second he got sunlight, he would wake up in the summer. There. He then had a tendency.
You won the shirt.
Great Lord Wonder Shirt.
Oh, cool.
Good on you, boy.
Yeah.
Why is he always like the first person to always win stuff?
I have not won anything there.
You won the cup. You were like the first one to win the cup. Oh,
Nope, I bought the cup.
So did I. So did I. I bought.
Who won the first cup?
I'm trying to remember.
Well, you won a shirt. You better wear it.
Yeah.
And you cannot do Star Trek because I'm doing Star Trek.
Yes, I can, because I will do it better than you. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Star Wars should be also in the options.
Star Wars is okay. You can do Star Wars.
What else? Yeah, something fantasy. Let's put Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Why aren't you putting Burning Wheel? I feel like you're doing that on purpose, Booster.
I do not want to run Burning Wheel. I don't know the system well enough to stream it, so I rather, at the moment, abstain from it. I'm still in the process of playing through a first game that actually lasts longer than one session, so...
What systems do you do?
Star Wars, D6 or D20, Pathfinder, Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, or I suppose I can do 5e, it's simple enough. Traveler, I'm confident enough in. Yeah, that's pretty much the ones I'm confident enough in dungeon mastering. So, no other systems I have at the ready. Yeah.
I mean, I would say Pathfinder because that would definitely get you a lot of people who would be like scrambling to play.
Oh, scrambling to play, yes, but scrambling to watch is the one after. But anyway, let's see. Let's bring Pathfinder.
Hey, so what did our audience think of Femi's new background?
Yeah.
I mean,
Green screen working out?
San Francisco, yeah, it's working out good. I just like it because now when I'm done, I can just push it down and like put it underneath the bed or something.
There's also somebody saying plink finger poop is saying Game of Thrones. I'd love to, but I'm not confident enough in the law of Game of Thrones to hold that.
Maybe run like Paranoia. Like
Yeah, man,
Paranoia or
You put way too much.
Dungeon Classics.
You put way too much faith in my ability to make a game that makes you paranoid.
I mean,
We're
it's
already paranoid.
You know who would be good at?
social
You know
nation.
who would be good at scary stories? Somebody named Dr. Spooky.
That's true.
Yeah, if you want to host a game, go ahead.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I want to find the right characters for it, the right people.
Run some like trailer.
Well, if you want to play,
Gumshoe.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, Woos, you'd probably be my first call because I know you usually don't get a chance to play much, and you're mostly DM stuck.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the DM role on these streams. I am actually partaking in 2 games at the moment. That one is held on Sundays and one has a weekly thing. By the way, thanks to you two, Yuri and Patalushka for holding those games for me. I love playing in those. Thanks to you guys. It's been awesome. Of course, both of you are a bit young, but you're learning. That's awesome. Yes. Yeah, I think those are the options.
I have great news. Last night, one of my flatmates made a 5-liter container of tiramisu, so I can now have that for breakfast. This is only a small quantity of what we're going to have to polish off over the next 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to enjoy it before I get sick of it by fucking tomorrow. So excuse the eating on stream.
Yeah, I remember it's a friend of mine. His dad grew up in a turkey farm, so it's like by Christmas, unfortunately, all the turkeys that didn't make the cut still had to get slaughtered because they couldn't keep turkeys over if they can grow the growing season. So they end up having to eat the turkeys there. It was a bad Christmas if on Christmas Day they go, right, Granny, what's for dinner? And she went turkey, because for 24 days before it was turkey for breakfast, turkey for lunch, turkey for dinner, turkey for supper. Right?
Okay, I'm gonna be posting the link to the straw poll in the Chatamaruni, so you can actually fill that out. I'm hopefully gonna get that attached to the YouTube video of this thing, so you can actually vote there too. Vote on that and see if you see all the typos I did there, so you can actually vote. As soon as we have the results of that, as I said, I'm hopefully gonna keep it up for a week. If not, I'll see what happens. The link is censored. Oh, fudge. Well, it's gonna be available on the Discord channels. Those of you with access to it.
It should be command censored when the mod sees it, and
Yeah, the mod might be uncensoring it soon.
Hey, tell us more about Femi's wife.
That is a sidequest secret. You're not allowed to have that information.
I found out
That's
for Frog. I just remembered for Froggy that I wanted to ask about the Drazi female. Was it Drazi or how do I pronounce it?
Drazi.
Drazi.
Drowsy.
Yeah, it's
Like
Drazi.
drowsy, but with a little more air.
Ah, a little bit more drowsy. Yeah, that is good.
Drazi.
Try. I would always emphasize the myself, but
Apparently, there are female Drazi in the world, and they lay eggs, which is interesting.
Exactly.
they have to sit on them for a year.
Is that correct? I do not know these things. Oh wait, Spanish. I do not know these things. This is for you, Whimsy.
Thank you, mate. To be
Is no problem.
here, I'll
By the
try.
way, those interested,
I'll try
during-
my only foreign accent is where I try and sound white Afrikaans. So that's
By the way,
only one I
those-
can do right.
By the way, to those interested in the results of today's episode, we have gained 4 new followers during this session.
Hey.
1 subscriber and a donation of $30 from our shuttle, Firoro,
Yeah.
our stylish luxury shuttle. Thank you for that,
Let's go.
Firoro, and thank you for following Natural20.
Ah,
Actually, thank you for subscribing, and thank you to Thulsa Spatial 3, Alefine, Prosmus, and Plink Fling Poop for following us. That's awesome. Also Jill Danith has followed, so that's 6 followers.
That's good. It's like an adult version of the Muppets, where like 1 follower, 2 followers.
Follower.
I don't think the
I
Muppets
can
swore
do the Transylvanian accent if you really want me to. For I have been a vampire for longer than you have been a human.
Talking about that, has anyone ever seen the YouTube video of the count where they just edit out and bleep out when he's talking about I like to count, so it makes it sound like he's just saying the F word all the
I
time.
like to
That's so
believe the kitties. 1 kitty. Yeah, I've seen that. It's hilarious.
So, Frog Scanner wants to know which of the characters is most miserable right now. I'd say my vote is, as always, for Landas,
Oh yeah.
because his personal life is nothing but misery and amusement to the rest of us.
Oh god.
I'm still trying to figure out why do I have the happiest marriage?
You're good at compartmentalizing.
Because it was prearranged. That's why.
No, mine was prearranged. And she buys everything.
She's
Well,
happy.
one of you has been mind watched, so
This is true. You've been made to.
By the way, we didn't talk about that. You know,
Oh yeah, I know.
it hasn't come up. I'm very excited to fight a ship next episode or see what the hell happens there.
Yeah, we haven't fought a ship before. So you guys will have to bear with us while we go through the Traveller ship combat rules, which are meant to be notoriously complicated. So,
oh, that was
That'll be fun.
editions, not this one.
oh no, right.
I actually have to prepare for ship combat next turn. It
Yeah.
actually, the timing of that was actually bloody perfect. I was like thinking like, what am I gonna do with cliffhanger? You're going through this at such a fast pace. I'm running
we
out of
really?
plans.
I felt like it dragged on. What, between
Well,
the flowers and
those-
the working lunch?
Yeah, I was thanking my gods, like, yes.
I honestly wanted to show Landas around Earth, you know. Last time we went to Centauri Prime, you did not show me around. I got to see the space dock, and that was it. I was going to show you all about Earth. I was going to take you to Disneyland. And, I mean,
Yeah.
You're just
go
It's
surfing.
just like Centauri Prime. It's
volleyball.
basically a
We
big
would have had that
amusement park.
volleyball scene.
Yeah, you just wanted to embarrass me. Go right. You took me to
I
your
do want to embarrass you.
yeah. You go look. You took me to your planet, and you didn't even let me see one crappy tourist thing. Look at what I'm doing. I'm a better host than you. Is that what you're doing to me?
Hey, next time you're on Centauri Prime, you should go visit Cellini. I hear there is a villa with your name on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to go, guys.
No worries.
You off?
No worries.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right.
See you guys.
Oh, your microphone sounds great, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mine.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. It's expensive, so those of you interested in seeing it, I actually need to
Also,
swap.
it's glowy and blue. My
Yeah, the
goodness.
Audio Technica.
I'm gonna for those following, I'm gonna change.
That's an omni-aural too, right?
It's a I think it's a condenser, so it has the heart shape that's directed thiswards. So this is the back side. So this is horrible at receiving you. So it's gonna be so silly. I place it sideways, so it's pointing towards me. I don't know if it's proper, but I need to get one of those arms for it to hang it on the somewhere.
Man, if I could smash a Philly cheeseburger right now, or even a Philly cheesesteak.
I
I'd
have
go-
never had a
I
Philly
need the
cheeseburger.
protein, and I gotta be like Malone, and get swole. So I need more protein in my diet.
God damn it, guys! You're
Tiramisu.
making me hungry, and I'm on a diet.
Oh no!
Jeez.
You know, I'm on a diet too. How? Congratulations.
Yeah, I started my diet last week, just after the episode.
Good shit.
I've lost 5 kilos.
Fuck.
In a week. Fuck, man.
That's good.
Slow down.
On the other hand, my diet consists of me starving.
That's not so good.
Yeah,
Look, man, just
that-
take up smoking. It suppresses the hunger.
no,
Yeah, but at the
Those
same
at home,
time,
don't do
it
that.
also stops your metabolism and it's bad for you in so many different ways.
No, that's one way to lose weight when you cut out half a lung.
What?
Jaddo, you're on.
What? Listen, just take the nicotine. If all you want is the nicotine.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Get a vape. Get a vape if you rather than smoking.
yeah. I personally prefer to refrain from that. I had the same exact diet about I'd say 7 years ago. I lost 20 kilos during the summer, and I gained it back during a day. So,
Yeah. So
Jesus
what I'm
Christ.
doing here is my diet is really simple. I don't have any food except for oatmeal in this house. For me, that is. I can only eat oatmeal without leaving the house.
You-
So I can eat as much of that as I want, which is like none. And if I want any food, I have to go out, eat it, go out, either take it home with me or eat it there with somebody watching me, like my dear beloved. And then I come back home. And if I'm still hungry, I have to go out again to get more food. So I'm using my laziness to keep me from eating too much.
That's good, man.
Interesting.
You got to get it habitually so it's easy to be good and it's hard to be bad.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the trick.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway, I think we're coming up on time for us to be handing over to him, Lord.
yeah.
Is that what all those
okay.
text messages are?
Yep. Okay. Yes.
Sorry.
I'm ready to hand over, so I'm gonna cut this so Hemlora guys can step in and do their thing.
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Yeah,
Shit.
hey.
Oh, sorry. Keep
Hey,
talking
Jet.
for 5 more minutes, noob.
5 more minutes.
Sorry.
Okay.
No.
No. That was.
was
Never mind.
10 minutes ago.
We're going out.
That was 10 minutes ago.
That was 2 minutes
okay.
ago. I should read these messages, but yeah.
Sorry.
I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Alright.
Yeah. Talk to you later.
See you guys later. See you guys
Bonus
next weekend.
nachos.